Alright everyone, this is Mr. Larryman, and today we will be having the finals of the losers bracket of the Rise of the Witch King Winter Tournament. This will be a game between teams CHeSS and the KRB team. Team CHeSS will be starting good, and the B team will be starting on evil. I will also be joined by my co-caster here, Explosive.
Hello, hello.
Alright, so this is going to be the final game of the losers bracket. Whoever wins this game gets to fight the loser of the winners bracket finals game to get the runner-up place in the tournament. So even though they are in the losers bracket, they still have a lot on the line here. Mainly clout and bragging rights. Alright, very quickly, going over the rosters. Let's just make sure the evil team is here. And it looks like they are. Okay, good. So, starting on good, we have Head Crash on Arfidane, somebody on Carlin, Horse on Elves, and Chris on Western Gondor. On the evil side, we have CCSW on Misty Mountains, Aragal on Aimar, and Symbol on Evil Men. And it looks like Symbol has arrived at the north of the map to start his double on Western Rudar. Horus does come in to respond.
At North Downs, which is just a classic play, going for the early 3-man triple.
Yep. Looks like Elves has arrived, though, to respond to this double. Morgamir getting very low, almost dying there. Witch King also getting targeted, but his health pool is quite thick, so he's not going to get a lot of damage. Walder does get chased off, and that's the rest of Evilman going out with him. Evilman recalls out, and now it's just a Head Crash and Argol 1v1. A very good defusal of that triple by Good, and not that many cannons lost on North Downs as well.
I really like that by somebody. I think Cardo coming up early, especially on the triple, is really important. The double, not as important. I think that's a mistake. Although for Evil, they did already strip the outer layer, which means Western Reader can die pretty quickly, even in the 1v1.
Yeah,
so it's not too bad for either side here.
Looks like Symbol is going to be focusing Western Gondor as his first target instead of going for Carlin. Now, Carlin has been historically the meta, but in recent weeks, we've actually seen a lot of variety EMs going for Western Gondors more and more.
I personally think that's a mistake. I think Cardo's easier to kill, and I think Gondor takes too long to actually carry a game.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, though.
Although it looks like he only got the one cannon right here before jumping out, not even getting the second cannon over here for that 250 feed. So wow. I don't know what Symbol is doing down there.
I think he's just looking to farm some money for Naz. I mean, that's something that's really easy that you can do on that Western Gondor approach. Just get some cannons, and he's also farming some of the cannons on Mirkwood here. Just trying to get some easy money for the Nazgul, especially since Chris is someone that plays a lot of Gondor and could speed clear pretty quickly. I don't think that's wrong at all.
Fair enough, fair enough. And as we can see here, all the 4 left cannons on Wayne Rider have already been cleared. Chris making very good work on the spawn. I'm not sure. Wasn't he just here defending Lothlorien as well? Now, Thranduil is being targeted, so Horus has to be a little bit careful there. Thranduil's HP pool is very, very thin. Volley does go off against a full HP Morgamir, so it looks like Head Crash was maybe... he didn't see the HP. He thought that Morgamir was a lot lower than he was. Looks like an Evan first gas for Arfidane, by the way.
Damage? Does Head Crash not play on damaged health bars? The biggest so the biggest throw so far of this game is Head Crash not playing with damaged health bars.
Actually, I'm not sure, because a lot more players than you would think do not play on health bars. Like, I know that JMS Slayer doesn't actually play with health bars like ever, and it's so mind-boggling. Yeah. Malphable being caught out in the open. Witch King is going to chase him down and probably not kill him, but gets a lot of damage.
Got a lot of mass, too. I think that's one of the bigger things with this Northern matchup, is that whoever can actually kill a lot more of the other person's mass gets a huge advantage early on. Especially since Arth does not spawn too much. So getting that much damage on the Arth mass is actually pretty huge here, regardless if there's too much hero damage. Because look how hard it is for Head Crash to approach this now, right? It just feels like suicide to actually walk in. Somebody's continuing to clear Trollshaws, and not that it's slow because he has been defending himself, but he has been taking a lot of damage on Austere, which has made some of the pushes on Evil a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
And, ooh,
Yeah, CCSW actually coming down into the Guelpho area for not a double. He's just attacking him normally in a single, and Horus is going to be here to defend against him. Meanwhile, Symbol again making a brief foray and just leaving. I think that was 3 cannons total.
He's just picking apart. I mean, I do see why. It's because he's worried about, once again, Wayne. He's just trying to get the money for Wayne, and there's no super exposed spawn. Like, as someone who plays a lot of EM, the only super exposed spawn is Western RotWK, which you could give, and I think that's something that my team would try to do. Something that we've discussed is before 10 minutes, having one player literally just open spawns and bring them to 10 HP, and then just leave. But it isn't something that is necessarily needed, and if he thinks he can get enough money here by pushing Kalen, then he might have it. The problem is that Chris is bringing Wayne to about 50% right now, so if he can get his money in the next 2,500 HP, he'll be good.
Yeah, it looks like...
I don't think he's gonna get it.
I think somebody's in kind of a base race here with Symbol, and somebody's going to get Wayne before the Nazgul comes out. Marshall has a lot of HP, so that 500 minerals is not going to come in time for the Nazgul to not get denied.
You know, something I'm actually really unsure of is if buying the makeup Nazgul is worth it. I just don't know.
I don't think it is. It's because the blue wizards are always an option. Yeah. So, like, why would you ever buy that? Like, I could see it being relevant in a late game situation. Gorkill getting very low. He drifts into the 4 cannons there. That was very risky on his part.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of miscontrol on Misty there. That was way too much damage.
You gotta be careful with the accelerating air heroes. Now, Headcrash is defending North Down cannons pretty well. Despite several forays by Misty Mountains and Angmar, the cannons on this spawn are still mostly intact. We can also see Eric Gas and Evenden Gas.
Yeah, Eric and Evenden, I mean, very standard. Angmar Plains as well, though Arugal's not full rotating, so I'm surprised it wasn't Karn. Horus is just doing Cause, just like normal, and Enid was the EM gas of choice this game.
Yeah. It looks like he did get Mithril this game because we see the Axe Garden that is on gas number 2. So if Kaz somehow falls, they are going to get a free Balrog with Moria, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. This doesn't seem like an East game.
Somebody's grabbing last bridge, and Headcrash is just totally behind enemy lines here. He's killing a lot of mass, which, see, like, that's the kind of play that I really like as Arth, is just threatening that back door, catching some extra mass, and it just makes Arugal have to recall out. I think he was defending Dole, and just,
possibly.
Just messes with evil. When you're trying to stop the tempo faction from gaining tempo, any way you can do that is beneficial, and that was a great way to do it.
Oh, look at this. Somebody popping Guelpho fortifications right as Symbol pushes him, slowing down this push a little bit.
Ooh, no kill on the flank.
Yep.
I think
we're seeing
that in a game like this, that's going really standardly, that Guelpho is just so OP, honestly.
Yeah, like Guelpho in a low rotation game is very strong. Morgamir might be going down here if Headcrash dropped the shield arrows combo.
Why didn't he barrier that, man?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chris is working at Dol Guldur, so Argal is stuck persistently rotating back to Dol Guldur to try and defend it. You know, we might be having what was that? What was that? Lag spike.
A little bit of a lag spike, but Angmar did get their Naz. It was Dawn Death as well.
Yeah, that was a bit weird, but should be fine. Left Noi is going to go down. It looks like Symbol is directly focusing the spawn instead of going for the cannons around it.
Big damage on Waldar.
Yeah, Horus is actually coming in to defend, but he was already a bit too late, and it was kind of a redundant response as Chris was already there.
Now, a little bit of a mistake here from somebody. Not that necessarily pushing Dunland's ever wrong. I think pushing Dunland is something that should be done more.
Angmar Arb goes down in the north. That was a very nice pick by Headcrash. I'm not really sure how that happened. Maybe the Arb was just kind of resting outside, kind of exposed. Very, very good show by Headcrash.
That's a big pick.
That means that Dole can't actually be defended now. Yeah, the Arb's stuck at Dole. Now Headcrash has a about 4-minute window, or not 4 minutes, but like he has a bit of time to just push uncontested.
Irner's not gonna die. Good, okay. I was worried there for a sec. If Irner went down, that would be really tragic for good after all of the stuff that they've managed to actually pull off. And now with the max Evenden and no Arb North, Headcrash can do a lot of damage. Something that I find interesting is that the Korean meta is just to go
the 1v1s, yeah.
No, just go
with Misty Mountains, I guess they like to rotate onto card a lot. But it's always just like singular rotation, never double.
Yeah, I agree, I think Misty should...
Oh, and Elf Arb does get picked up by Misty Mountains. It looks like Horse was resting it or a little bit in front of the spawn.
No, this might not be the end of the world. If Misty keeps pushing east, that's actually kind of okay for good, because a double with somebody onto Karn, although the Korean genius to not upgrade Angmar's best spawn and instead do planes is actually paying off huge here, because despite Karn going down, which is a big blow, especially to the late game of Evil, not a big impact at the moment. 4 mass is not a big deal.
Yeah,
and they're going to get it. They're going to get it. Karn's just dead. No response here besides the Arb at Mirkwood. Otherwise, they're just kind of fighting, which is at least the blow softened for Evil, but it's still a pretty big play here from Good, and I really like that by them.
Yeah. Arago has not actually made any effort of moving his special transport back into the north, so Head Crash can just kind of push uncontested. And Misty Mountains is not trying to actually help Arago defend his spawns because he's actually camping Scaffa here. Meanwhile, Chris is in the area making any rotation of the Arbiter back up to Angmar Plains unviable. So it looks like we just might see the Outers get full cleared.
The Outers might get full cleared, and Scathagas just started, and since Aruel's not trying to even move his Arb back despite pushing out, we might actually see the Koreans turn this into an East game.
Yeah, but East game with all of those outer cannons,
it doesn't matter too much.
Seem that viable.
The outer cannons don't matter. If you manage to get the kill on Loth, the outer cannons on Dole do not matter, because it's just hard to push when a full Angmar ball is sitting there with mass. We'll see if they actually start to gas it. He's moving the Arb, so it looks like they're not.
Oh yeah, he's finally breaking back out. So Good might be able to get Graham here if they are fast before Argo gets back, and it looks like they're going to go for that. Oskir and Carfing have to sit this out, but I think they have enough, especially with the cross-map Earnier spawn.
I think they got it. I mean, it's just kind of get it in time.
Well, they're going to have the cannon strip anyways.
But they have the strip.
Yeah, they have the strip.
Nice.
They're not taking out the last left cannon. That makes in future attacks a bit more annoying. But Argo finally gets his art back. That was quite a lot of effort. Is Rogas going down here? No, Rogas does not go down. 244 HP.
I personally think that that's just a win for Good overall.
Yeah,
they only got hulls east. Now, Elves losing an Arb is a problem, and we'll see if CCSW will make the most of it. He does have an Arb south, and he is playing around with it. But the problem is that with Bastion already up, and I'm just not sure how much they're going to be able to get done. Since Horus has been hiding his Arb in the mountains south. So we'll see if they're actually going to be able to do much with that.
Yeah, it looks like Head Crash is a little bit slow to this response. He lets Amar pick up a bunch of free cannons out here.
Well, I do like this push by Good, just doubling.
Looks like the EM player does actually buy Lahan Taran to slow down this push.
He's getting full funded by Misty for that, though, and when Dunland's already getting pushed by 2, buying a Taran will slow it, but will not stop it. You generally want to get those upgrades before it gets pushed at all to really make it a guarantee. So we'll see. This is not necessarily a horrible call, but Dunland is going to start to be kind of unfeasible. Although flank from Misty here. Nice
okay.
recalls.
It looks like Good is going to just recall instead of contesting. If they could have contested it, but that would have been a risk, and I don't know if they actually need to be taking risks right now. They are a bit ahead after all.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Larry, but that Numenorian Hound on Fornost is the first gas of it, right? Or is that the second gas now? It's the second gas now. So Head Crash is on his second gas for Fornost, which would allow a Lhasa. Yeah. Although Arugal's just pushing down the front. He's not even trying to go around the back.
Yeah. This is like the Korean standard play, pushing through the front.
I also like push through the front. I know push through the back safer, but with Lossoff existing, it just feels so bad. And
I mean, he did get Jinder, which I think is better for the back than the front. Pretty sure. So I think it's just not that explored over in the KR server. Meanwhile, I think Mirkwood is going to go down. There is nobody here to defend it. Oh, Horus did move actually his ARP up to Khazad-dûm back from Agrelond, but I don't think he's going to get there in time. And CCSW is just kind of poking it down.
I think moving off of Dole here is just a mistake because, as you can see, he just loses the spawn.
Yeah, he doesn't really get much done for it.
Yeah, that's just kill it, or at least do some more damage to Dole. Yeah, it's going to be more useful than whatever you're doing right now.
Austere does go down to EM. It looks like somebody tried to take a direct fight, and that did not end up very well for him. Luckily, Austere, it does make him a lot worse at hero fights, but he is still able to push mostly at the same speed as before. So he might be delegated to more of a sieging role after that loss.
I like having Chris just insta-defend.
Yeah, but the Orphank, it looks like they actually synced up that push so that they could kill Orphank. But Cournier already came out, so there is no hero
Cournier
deny.
did come out. Not a big deal.
It looks like Witch King is going to get traded out for Malvagil. I don't really think either faction need to make a trade there, but that's what happened. And overall, a favorable trade for Red, although losing Malvagil will hurt a little bit.
That is pretty much
favorable towards Red.
It's very favorable for Red in late. It's favorable for good late game, in my opinion. But I think in the 1v1, it's actually like fine. Like Brown pushes at the same speed, but they just can't kill any more heroes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like
so it's
Arf
like,
can zone a lot more easily with Witch King dead.
Yeah.
It also makes like Hobbits considerable. Like it's not just a throw pick to buy Hobbits when Witch King's dead.
True. It's just that like Mal's so much for your DPSs, right? It just feels really hard.
Yeah, it does feel pretty bad. Like Malvagil is pretty much your strongest hero stat-wise. Now somebody is going to be forced to recall here. Just a bit of an over-response here. 2 factions defending Dunlin for some reason.
I think they really don't want to give it up, and I think they're really trying to get Lakeland here.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm seeing, although I think that's pretty much a mistake. Walder's going deep, doesn't manage to get anything, but does pop Durin's shield for his own shield. Celeborn's pretty low.
Oh, looks like Ufova might be getting traded out here, but Durin is going to go down as well.
Durin in recompense.
Glorfindel escapes with 81 HP. Galadriel's gonna go down though. Oh my gosh.
Glorf 2.
Glorf 2. Oh, that's a bad trade.
Oh no, it's like Durin for Ufova looks so good, but then Horus just decides to keep going when everything was already so low.
That could have been so good for him, but Franduil lost all of his interceptors, so he was basically just on one hero's worth of DPS. That was just kind of like a not even a miscalculation, I guess technically.
That was just trolling, in my opinion.
Interceptors.
After the first one, it's pretty bad. I mean, the 1-for-1's fine. In fact, I think that's actually favorable for elves. But then after that, it just looks really bad.
It did look like he was going to get more heroes, though, but just Thran interceptors being down. And now Lan Legoland actually comes out.
Now, I think this game is actually looking really interesting now, because this Angmar is down his pushing power. And he's down his hero kill power. No Karn. Right? Misty is making pretty insignificant progress, I will say.
Yeah, just Mirkwood. I mean, Mirkwood's nice positionally, because it does make Scaffa a bit easier to defend.
But this is not scary, and this is a game where Chris, while he has lost his outers, he's full ball, he's plus Courier, he's gas is untouched. If good rallies around Chris, while Head Crash holds the line, him and somebody can carry this game. This is this is fine. Like this is not lost. It just depends on how it goes.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Also, rotate over the Guelpho buy symbol.
I do too.
Yeah, it was looking good favored early on, but now with the Elves Hero Ball being significantly weaker, it's kind of up in the air.
The only good thing I can say is that Elves still does have damage. He has both of his flying heroes, and he has Iwendel, so it's not like he's completely useless. He's just
upping that count right there. Carlos, is he upping Minhirith?
Minhirith? Yes, he is upping Minhirith.
He is upping Minhirith.
Very interesting. I want to do that.
Yeah, not really sure why he's going for Minhirith. Maybe he thought he would be able to
he had Guelpho. Kind of makes sense in that situation. It's a really strong base if it does get up. I don't think he's been doing consolidation, and he can't do it anymore because Austere's dead.
Yeah.
But if that was up, maybe he was trying to go for the buy on it. I'm not too sure though.
Oh, is Fornos going to go down here? Headcrash can't really defend it closely. It looks like Argo is going to move away his heroes while leaving his mass on the spawn. It does mean that he manages to eke out a little bit more damage on Fornos, but at the cost of losing a lot of his mass for next push.
Eastern Rudar's going down here though. Horus coordinated a nice double with Chris, cool. Just to get it down. Horus. Oh, CCSW taking a lot of damage on a Dunabeth and Great Goblin. He's gonna have to spend some time healing because Swan's also low.
Yeah, 3 red heroes, so Misty Mountains is out of the game for a little bit. Meanwhile, Dole is actually finally going to go down. It's actually been a while. I'm not sure where Dole was.
He got the Dublin Mass upgrade.
The mass upgrade. Yep.
He got the Dunlin mass upgrade.
So despite Dunlin's entire front being pretty exposed, they're still going for full Dunlin. So full Dunlin might be a big part of the Korean meta there.
It's solid, and he's going for the other Dunlin mass upgrade too, so he's going full Dunlin this game.
Yeah, full Dunlin
despite it already being stripped. He thinks he's going to be able to hold it, and he has a max ended weight as well, which has not been touched.
Yeah, it looks like Good did pick out all of EM's other spawns, but they were all ungassed.
Mython gas is starting. Angmar's on its last gas. Mountain Giants are coming. And Scatha just finished a gas, but I don't think that's dragons.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Evil still has some power spikes to hit here.
Oh, Scatha still has 2 more gas. Oh, Graham does go down, so that means 500 free
Raiding Camp goes down. I mean, Hiriath as well, though.
Oh, that was actually really good timing for Good, because Graham went down right after North Downs.
Oh, I don't think Good should fight this, although nice
damage on the Brandwell does not have the HP for that. Oh, 250 HP. Now, I think Chris should be able to defend against Symbol. 1v1, I think Chris... I think he's going to win because
Chris has the mass numbers for that one. He could win that.
Yeah. He would have won. Tharbad actually goes down.
Tharbad goes down. Ooh.
No gas in Tharbad though.
It was being gassed though.
It was being gassed, but he still has Lund, and that's where he's going to put his last gas. And the other 3 spawns he has are maxed. So despite the fact that he's lost some spawns, Orange is in a good spot. He's not in a bad spot. He's okay. Although I do love the part of the game where Angmars just get really fed up with pushing red and they just try to push last bridge. And it always pisses me off as a Cardo man because I love gassing last bridge. Like always makes me so sad.
I always guess that first one.
Yeah, me too. It's so good. I love it. A big potential double here in southern Cardalon on
we have Misty Mountains and Evil Men both there. I think with no actual good ARBs in the area to respond, I think Aaronborn is going to get one push here. So,
but I do think this is going to be a little bit.
Yeah, this is going to be Aaronborn going down. And also, we have 3 more minutes until the Chief of the Lost Up becomes a hero. Let's see if Evil manages to deny that level before it's finished.
If Evil tripled that, they could probably deny it, honestly.
Yeah, but they went for Aaronborn, which was a pretty safe double, all things considered.
And it was gassed. Right. It's solid. I don't mind too much, but I also think denying the hero is a little overhyped. It clearly matters, but it doesn't like.
It is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that much.
I don't think Lasoth is that good of a hero to like waste time 3 manning when you could triple or double other bases.
Exactly.
Especially upgraded bases already.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. Granted, Lost Off is always going to have 2 gases in it, so you're still denying like an elite. Oh, it looks like one of Western Gondor's heroes did go to Orange there.
Symbol is doing a really nice job of fending off these doubles, and it's because they're pushing from the same side. If Chris was pushing from the south onto Enid, maybe through the southeast, whereas somebody was pushing through the northwest for central camp, and then Horus was pushing Dunlin proper, they'd be getting a lot more damage done, but they're just trying to 2-man straight down the center, and he's just going to sit there.
Chris is coming in. It looks like we might be seeing an ARB snipe here. Symbol still has not moved his ARB, and somebody is waiting for Chris to come in before they go for the dive. Symbol sees the ARB just in time, but it's not enough. Symbol loses his ARB. Meanwhile, in the north, Headcrash loses all of his mass to that acid bomb, and it looks like lost off levels are going to be denied. That's quite unfortunate. There was only 35 seconds away.
That is a shame.
Yeah.
I think that Gore kill ability is so good. Although he might be able to turn on a Smog here. I don't think his arrow's up, otherwise he may have tried for that.
Maybe.
Let's see, he's starting to gas a Numenos as well. Headcrash thinks he's going to be losing Fornos here soon, which I do agree with. I think that's a smart gas.
It's a 32-minute mark, so it's pretty common for it to be down. With Horus not here to defend him, he is making the best of his situation.
I will say that Headcrash has done a good job this game. I mean, Arugal killed 1 spawn. Headcrash has done his job. Headcrash has done his job. He's killed Witch King. He's only lost 1 spawn by himself until a double onto Ice Bay at the 32-minute mark. Headcrash has done wonderful. He's really counting on the rest of his team to help him out. And sadly, Horus, by losing his ARB, has to walk all the way up here.
Yeah, it might have been actually the better play to rebuy the ARB instead of Kiradan.
I completely agree. And I think that...
Yeah, Kiradan's overrated.
And I think that Good just they're trying to kill Evil Men really hard, and they're not succeeding. They've killed the spawns that don't have gas, but the 3 that have gas are just chugging along. Like those, for example, Endwave at this point, one of those 2 spawns should have died 15-20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And I'm really upset with him that hasn't actually happened because it was his first gas. They're easy to clear, but Chris is finally getting there. And Chris has been putting on work around the map. I'm not too upset with that.
Oh, I think they're looking at Symbol to carry here, by the way. Misty Mountains did just give all of his money to Evil Men.
He's been giving all of his money to Symbol the entire game. It's been happening, but at least Central Camp does finally go down. Looks like he's trying to get a counter onto Pinneth, though. He's just clicking the spawn. Is Chris going to cannon target? Looks like he doesn't, and that's just a successful dive. There wasn't even a cannon target initiated there. But Head Crash might finally lose something. Goes for the force field arrows. Arrows doesn't go off. Golfenbull lives, and those mountain giants are just slapping indestructible bricks of meat. 6 armor, 650 HP. Someone stop them. Is that a second arm for Horse, by the way? He just
let's check. 1 arm. No, I think unless he's rebuying it.
That's his only arb, yeah.
Oh wait, no, they are going for Evil. Gunna was right. They actually picked that up from the North American games, I think, because I don't think it was in their meta before the tournament, at the very least.
I really wish EM didn't buy that, though. That should have been a buy on Anger Misty, and EM should have gotten that hero.
Yes, I agree with that one.
Amar and actually no, Misty didn't lose heroes, but Amar was down a hero, so maybe it was just to make up for that. And
that's true, and it's still powerful enough. It's still clearly a great buy, but I do wish that they had done it the other way around.
Yeah,
just that dead mass right there. That's not good.
Yeah, there's a lot of mass coming out of Dunlin now. Just consider, like, if Good was just a little bit faster, I think they would have been able to finish Dunlin by now.
Have they fought the Nozzle yet, or is it still not out yet?
No, both Naz have come out, so even though Ost is going to get full clear here, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, the 2 Naz have come out of Ost. Wayne Naz has still never been bought, so that's an option as well for Evil Men.
Oh yeah, because on Ended Wife, unless Good Man just deny it. Gladden does go down. Did Froomgar actually come out before then? Let's check the Chris.
It is Froom. He's level 3 already, so we're good there. Fornost is still alive, but I think it's about to die unless they can pull off a miracle here.
Horus is here to defend it, and yeah, it looks like they did manage to keep it alive another cycle. So that's just even more evil time just being wasted in the long run if they can just kind
Dunlin goes down.
Oh, Dunlin goes down. Okay.
Shit.
Dunlin goes down.
Ian was actually gassing Lahantar and Legoland first, so
he was gassing them first, but Dunlin is the best piece there, and the other two, while still strong, are.
I mean, gas for gas, they are stronger, but they don't have the same cap. I think that's the last Scaffa gas. I feel like that was a bit late though. He's been gassing for a while now. Frost looks like it's gonna go down now. There's no way it doesn't. If Force Field was off CD, Morganmere would have died so easily there. But I don't think it was. Chief of the Lost Off. Headcrash has to be really careful with Chiefs of the Lost Off going into the late game here because he has no levels. So his scaling will make it so that he dies very easily. And yeah, do they see the symbol of special transport?
They did. Chris pinged it out. Chris pinged it out.
Yeah,
somebody's
Chris
got his scout.
Chris pings it.
His spy looking for it. Is Symbol going to do the recall yet? Somebody's.
Oh yeah, they see the spy. They see the spy. So let's see if
recalls out.
He recalls out the second he sees that spy shimmer.
He sees the spy. He sees the shimmer. See, that's too good for me. That's the Korean diff right there. As if. Oh
Carfane.
No.
Oh.
Argalev. Oh, Morg almost. Morg living barely 336.
337. So many of these are in just arrow range.
Well, he did arrow. He did.
Oh no! Head crashes are
good pings though.
Oh, good pings. Good pings. Very good coordination
by somebody.
From Good.
Beautiful.
Saves him in the nick of time, and Horus comes in to respawn, but it looks like last bridge is gonna go down regardless. EM special transport gets sniped as it's floating into Avalon. Very good pickup. He has one pickup.
It's still at Enid. It's still at Enid, but he only has the one.
Yep.
He only has the one.
This is getting a lot tighter.
It's still definitely evil favored. It's still definitely evil favored, but Good has the ability to move around the map. I don't know, with Evil Men's Arbs out, I think if Good just plays smartly around Evil Men's lack of Arbs, they might be able to do something here. Kieran actually buys Myth for Andir. That's a bit of an interesting buy. That is an interesting buy. I'm surprised why they feel like he's the need, but I guess, I mean, they do have...
Yeah, I think Horus with a second Arb a while ago would have been such a nice difference.
Does he not have it? He doesn't.
Yeah, he hasn't bought his Arb.
Honestly.
He's bought 3 heroes now, but still not the replacement Arb.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, is that Horus is a threat. Horus is scary again, and he has 5 really strong ranged heroes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh, Walder almost gets sniped off, but it looks like somebody just did not have that single target DPS. LoTR does go down to CCSW. And it looks like Argyle is signaling for somebody to buy Fornos. Now, he can't buy it himself. He has Morgamir after all, but maybe...
Symbol's last arb. Oh, thank God.
Oh, yeah, Symbol's last arb. That would have been devastating for him.
In the line of fire. See,
Horus can actually just 1v1 Symbol now.
Right now.
So maybe that's the play here, really. Just they need somebody who is able to brawl evil factions directly, and that would be Horus. So instead of buying an ARB, if he just manages to bring just beef up his hero ball, his allies can make up for him and rotates. But oh my God, Thranduil goes down. At the very least, Khan gets traded out.
Honestly, I kind of like that.
It was okay, but I feel like it was preventable.
Needs to keep their heroes.
Yeah, he needs to keep his heroes. If he's trying to become the brawling faction, he needs to keep his hero ball alive. Carthane does go down. Karsh comes out.
That's Karsh. GG.
Did not get recalled. Oh, never mind. That is Karsh. That's terrifying. I mean, what could you do? Alright, so Good's finally putting some pressure on Scath after like seeing it. I'm glad they're finally doing that. And it looks like it might die. At least it's taking some big damage, although somebody with the miss target there takes a huge amount of damage on the Chief, and Symbol's coming for the flank, but these are 3 pretty powerful hero balls on Good.
Yeah.
Somebody just leaves. He doesn't want any of it.
And it looks like they just leave Head Crash. So Head Crash's lawn and time costly rotate down here is kind of just for naught, as he recalls out immediately. Yeah, he might have actually meant to go for the north one. I don't know why you would get south in this context. Maybe he just wants, like, late game.
Chris is not paying attention.
Oh, no! Fungar.
Oh, you can't do that. That's a pretty big mistake.
That's rough. At the very least, more mass is taken out for Symbol. If Good can just finish him off before his next cycle, then Symbol will be pretty weakened, almost out of the game.
If Good manages to actually kill these 3 evil men spawns, the game is playable. And
very playable.
Maybe even winnable. I don't want to get.
I think the game's just over if they clear it out right now. If Misty Mounds and Angmar don't do anything.
Well, the thing is that Misty Mounds and Angmar are very strong.
At
this is a full Necromancy Angmar with max Angmar. Misty's untouched with a max Scatha.
Oh, he's actually using Karsh.
I don't think they can survive the 4 of them.
Yeah, Karsh with Necromancy is a lot more playable or usable than he is otherwise. But it looks like Head Crash is kind of just leaving Numinos for dead. It looks like he's going to be...
It's the right call. It's the right call, in my opinion. You need to kill out evil men. Like, this guy cannot be living for 45 minutes. This has been way too much. He's been living for far too long.
Max Lahantaran does go down. And
that's a max
Enderwife might be going down soon, but they might be trading some of Carlin's spawns for this. Actually, Carlin's down to only Barrow Downs, actually. But he has options to rebuild in the form of Duravior. And North Camp does come down, but the western approach is cleared out, so Good still has a way to just go for Enderwife directly and bypass the spawn. Looks like Horus recalled over to Barrow Downs to defend it instead.
I do like the idea of just constantly being... Oh, Morgamir!
Oh my gosh, 200 HP!
Too tanky.
He goes down to 5 HP to arrows. Was that Core Hill heal?
I don't know if it was the Core Hill heal. I think it was.
Yeah. He went all the way down to 8 HP and the heals back up to 100 immediately. That Core Hill heal just coming in clutch, saving him from the jaws of death. And it looks like Barrow Downs is going to go down here.
Chris is hitting Scatha, so at least there's some replay. Targeting on Karsh, but he just walks away.
Oh, and it looks like...
Oh, no! He doesn't have the damage.
He doesn't have the damage. Horse back down too early. They could have gotten that Kamul's kill because Kamul just kind of stopped walking there. But
Arugula looked away or something. That's brutal right there. That's going to be a pretty big morale
filter. Headcrest saw that opening really well as well, but he just did not have the DPS for it. If Malv was there, for example... Rough.
It's a little bit of a mistake on everyone on Good, while Headcrash was making the right call, but he still should have gone for it without the support.
Yeah, mayhaps.
Just feels bad.
Yeah, you should go with heroes like that. It's not really that good of an option. You're just gonna die.
Yeah. If he had the backup, it would have looked a lot better.
Yeah, it would have looked a lot better.
We would have been like, whoa, that was really nice. They would have gotten Kamul at the minimum and maybe even another one.
Nan Leglin, even by itself, still spawning quite a lot. I think that's 2 sappers, a shaman, and like 6 trash mass every cycle. Looks like CCSW is now sieging down Kazad, and with no second ARB for Horus, he can't actually defend it. Somebody is having some dexterity issues, but hopefully he is fine.
And the Reedwater BM play, this is basically GG. Whenever someone buys Reedwater at this time of the game, you basically know you've lost.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think positionally, Good was doing pretty okay, but then they started bleeding heroes while Evil wasn't actually losing many heroes of their own. So, I don't really... with every passing minute, Good is starting to fall more and more behind. Their mass disadvantage is just too stark.
Goes so low.
Yeah, so low.
Have the finishing power. I really wish Chris had like Rally right now, or even Captain. I know that sounds goofy, but if Chris had Captain, or if Chris
had team fighting so much, Captain is okay.
If Chris had Mardil now, this game would have been so much.
Horus's ARB almost gets dived on. At the very least, Good has been good about keeping their ARBs alive. Really, it was just Horus's. There were so many close calls otherwise. Horus F2ing all his mass.
Suiciding, that's not good at all. Oh,
not
shit.
Good. But at least it looks like Argo misclicked the Huorns, so he's going to lose a little bit of time to those. Chris's ARB at Kaza Doom does get sniped.
Probably the most important one, too.
Yeah.
That's a very questionable barrier.
Yeah, not sure what that barrier was for.
What
I would have tried to Lando there myself. I don't know what the barrier.
We saw Gandalf.
And look at this. Mortimer getting very low just fighting Huorns. Look at this Wraith stack, by the way. There's so many.
I crashed. Told me to try the barrier for Lando.
They're getting the debuff. Unlucky.
As Good as just kind of stuck defending Kaza Doom. Evil just kind of gets free reign in the west of the map. Miflon is probably going to go down, and that's just the entire Good presence in the west of the map just eliminated. Meanwhile, at Kaza Doom, Symbol is pushing from the west. Misty Mountain's pushing from the east. Looks like Horus and Headcrasher just cornered in this spawn.
The brutal part about this, too, is the Good's going to be kicking themselves a little bit for this game, because they were there.
They were there. Like, so many of their strategic decisions were so good. But then they just lost heroes, and Evil did not lose heroes. That early game too, with the ARB kill on Angmar, it was just like, that was beautiful, right? And it felt so good getting the Karn kill, but then losing that Elf ARB, I think that was when it started to spiral just a little bit. And then not rebuying the Elf ARB, then it was like, uh-oh. I think if they were a bit more efficient pushing Dunlin as well, since Dunlin should have died in the original push, that would have just denied the entire turtle. So now EM is still on Ended Wife and going pretty strong. Nan Leglin actually gives a lot of mass.
Yeah, I don't know why they just left it alone. They should have killed that when they killed the 2 spawns there.
Somebody's looking to kill it right here, though, at least, which is nice. I wish he was just a little more forceful here. I do understand wanting to heal the full, but just push that through, honestly, in my opinion. Chris doing some weird cannon targeting onto Ended Wife.
It looks like somebody with no spawns being designated a terrorist faction is going to finish off Nan Leglin. The cannons here are pretty spread out, so it's one of the better spawns you can go for. And Horus pings Chris, I'm not really sure why. Why did he ping that? There are no evil ARBs in the area either. Black Ships comes down.
God. That's a power shift.
Yeah, that's a triple spawn shift, which is like pretty strong. I think anything above 2 is viable. Anything below 2 is too weak.
Agreed.
I do wish that... I feel like this is a kind of a classic game of like just Angmar itself being kind of goofy as a spawn. Like it did nothing, but then now that Red got doubled and did manage to die, it just feels like he's spawning so much every cycle. With
it's
2
just
spawns.
Horus not being there to really defend Head Crash. It turned what should have been like an infinite hold into a very bad position.
Yeah. Like a Misty who's Gore kill gets so low, Head Crash just
so
can't,
low. So many close to hero kills this game on Evil. There were so many close calls. Meanwhile, there haven't been a lot of close calls on Good because this hero would have just died otherwise. It's just like, in some respects, Good just got a little bit unlucky. And it looks like Disintegrate actually going down on Kaza Doom, but...
they just want it to die.
Yeah.
And he's just clicking it with mass too. It is going to go down.
It's going to go down. That Dunlending Sapper DPS just coming in clutch.
Oh, Smog.
Now Smog is going to 25 HP. Again, another super close call on these evil heroes. Good has been so unlucky with their hero kills this game.
If you're telling me Core Hill isn't a good hero before this game, then you don't know what you're doing.
Like Core Hill, just saving heroes like that, like saving Morgamir, saving maybe Smog. I'm not sure if he'll went down there. But just insane. GG. Well played. And that's the first game going to the KRB team. So now we're going to swap factions, and we are going to have the CHeSS team playing on Evil. This is the second game of the Losers Bracket Finals for the Rise of the Witch King Winter Tournament. KRB team is up 1-0 right now, and we are having our second game with the CHeSS team on Evil and the KRB team on Good. This is match point for KR, and let's see if the CHeSS team will be able to bring it back. And I will be joined by co-caster Explosive.
Yo, round 2, baby. All right.
Round 2, baby. All right. Let's see if I can fit in the players before any big rotates. So we have CCSW on Arfidang, Evil Men on Carlin, Argal on Elves, and Symbol on Eric. We have Chris on Misty Mountains, Had Crash on Amar, and Horus on Evil Men. And for Evil Men, I'm just gonna use the word Carlin instead of Evil Men to not make confusion. Anyways, looks like the Evil is gonna go in for a double on Lothlorien, but Symbol is gonna be here to actually defend. Oh, did I mention Symbol is Western Gondor? Symbol tries to freeze just mass right there, and it looks like Evil is going to take out Lothlorien without even taking out any of the center cannons. So a little less speed than they otherwise would have, but the spawn does go down pretty easily. It looks like Western Gondor was not able to defend that because Argal did not actually target very efficiently. Chris is moving his ARB down into the south, actually bringing Escort forward with his heroes. He might be actually able to pick off these SCVs. Nope, he does not pick. Oh, yes. He does pick off the SCVs, a little bit of targeting of unarmed personnel. Meanwhile, Head Crash is pressuring down Western Rudar, and Argal is going in for a double on Thrall Shots of all spawns with Evil Men on Carlin. And as we can see here, the Thran Interceptors do all die early before they can actually start sieging down the dense inner cannons, so this is going to be pretty costly in terms of HP. They're probably not losing heroes here. I'd assume Glorf is getting pretty low. Meanwhile, while they're doing that, Horus is just sieging down Londire, Symbol sitting at Wainwriter waiting for heals, and Chris is getting free stripping done at North Downs. So that is the price that they pay for Argal being away, but that was only like 2.5 cannons, so not that big of a loss for Good.
I think that should be seen more, as I think Elves should actually hit Troll Shots early. Unless there's like that immediate triple on West Rudar. I think Elves should be probably hitting Troll Shots just to speed up that clear. Or as a lot of people like to do, Central Camp. Just constraining EM makes it so hard to play the faction. And when you have 3 people on you, it just feels awful, and you literally have to pray that the rest of your team wins the game. So
that's true.
Do that. Like, do that. Now, I will say that conversely, Evil's done a good job here of kind of counterbalancing that. That was an amazing insta-kill onto Lothlorien.
Oh yeah, that was a very fast rollout.
And I think that's something that is so powerful is when you do get the Morgamir confuse on, just click the spawn. You don't need to click anything else. And I'm really glad that they were doing that because they killed it before the cannons unrotated. Now, having the Arthar...
Oh no, Grey Goblin misses recall. Okay, Chris does actually manage to pick it up before he gets sniped. Good reaction by Chris to the missed recall. Anyways, continue.
Well, I was just saying, the Arthar being at card is really interesting because also Drew Gas for Horus. But
interesting.
Having the Arth-Arb at card, makes things a lot harder for Good if Evil decides to hit Gondor.
Yep.
Now they've seen that. They've seen that Arth is there. We're gonna see if they actually capitalize on that. Horus is.
Hey, Crash did move his Arb down to Ended Wife.
Oh, head crash arb as well. It's going over to card though at the moment. So all three evils have their arbs south, none east. So they're definitely not going for an east game here. But I would just love to see it. Oh, actually, nice damage on a Durin shield. Sadly, it's only the shield though. I really hope that they just triple Gondor here. There's no support. The Elf arbs west and the Arth arbs south on Cardalon. There's no one that can help Gondor here. We'll see if they actually decide to do that, but it seems like they're just hitting Cardalon.
Yeah, they're hitting Cardalon.
That they've practiced and that they aren't necessarily ready for. Although Head Crash does see this.
Yeah, Head Crash. Yeah, he does see the flank,
recall.
so that is going to not be punished.
Well, and now that you've seen it twice, I implore Evil to just go south.
Yeah.
You practice for card. You've seen that they're willing to defend it. You know that there can't be an ARB south. Go south. Go Gondor. Just make Gondor so sad. And if you hit him right now, you're also going to be able to keep Wayne alive for the Naz. He's the only person pushing east. You'll be able to probably get both Naz in this situation.
Also, keep in mind that both of Elves' ARBs are as far north as can be placed feasibly. So, like, much, if they do go for it, the Elves' response time is going to be even longer than it otherwise would be. And that would then leave Arf or E-Halls vulnerable. They might be going for Mount Graham here. Argyle, I think that was a signal to double. Amar does recall. Where does Head Crash go? Where does Head Crash go? It looks like they're going for it. They have found the opening. All three. But it looks like Elves might be actually punishing this. They are going for the Rudar ARB does go down. Now EM has 3 ARBs, so it's not necessarily crippling, but it's going to be pretty sad.
I agree, and in this game as well, that's definitely your least important ARB as Evilmen. They at least kept the Eastern ARB alive. And with the Eastern ARB alive, you have some play, especially on Gondor, who's clearly who you want to be focusing right now.
Look at all of that XP going to all 8 or 12 heroes at once. Very nice.
Actually, that's something I don't know, Larry. Is XP shared, or is it
is
the
not
same
shared.
number for everyone?
It's uniform for everyone. If you're in the radius, you get the full amount.
That's insane. So yeah, triples. That's part of the reason why triples are so good. And no one's here to help.
Yep, no one's here to help. Elves isn't even moving their arm down. They're just leaving Western Gondor for dead.
They just say, screw it, we're gonna kill Mount Graham, and they're not even killing Graham that fast. Elves is literally
they're actually going for Dunland, but Dunland's not being gassed here.
I like Dunland, but who cares if it's not being gassed?
Like, it's just meta difference, because they think that Dunland's a very valuable spawn, but really isn't for Horus. And it looks like Head Crash is going to recall back to actually contest Argyle. If they lose planes here, it would be pretty rough, but... Wait, neither Head Crash's spawns have actually taken that much damage in that double.
It really felt like they didn't get a lot done anywhere. I mean, they definitely stripped Dunland, which is helpful. They've started to make it hurt, but as we said, there's no gas. It doesn't look like they're even planning on it. He's just full maxing Drew. He hasn't used any Drew mass, by the way, so that's going to be another crippling push onto Gondor. If they do another triple with all that Drew mass, it's going to be devastating. Although it looks like they're going to go for a Cardalon double here. Arth already sees it. Cardalon's spy is just chilling there, so...
Oh, was Horus able to actually get his Nazal, by the way? I don't think so yet. He is up.
There you go.
We say that. 10 minutes, I think that was a perfect fun, so they are being coordinated this game.
I do. I think, especially from what I've seen from them playing against them, and after talking to them, they've definitely been practicing their evil more.
Yeah, definitely.
They've definitely been doing it.
Dunland is going to go down, so that was kind of the price for that double. But or triple, but that's still fine. And Dol Guldur comes out uncontested, not even a single cannon down on the spawn. And look at they're gonna get Minhiriath here, which is a very nice net. Horus just zoning as Chris finishes off the spawn. Smog getting a little bit low, 144 HP. They have to be very careful. Yeah, Arf and Card here to defend. And it looks like they're going to commit, trying to stay to finish off the spawn before they leave.
Argyle takes a ton of damage from that EM burst.
Goes to red, and Minhiriath does go down, so that little bit of risk does pay off. Evil manages to stay in the area, finish off Minhiriath, so it's not a wasted push. Very good.
Oh,
Glorfindel gets picked off by Head Crash. Evil MVP!
Evil MVP!
Evil MVP!
He lives up to his name, he's no longer being actually crazy.
And look at this. Good has not moved their Arbiter setup at all. Their defense grid is just static. The next time Evil goes in for a triple on Western Gondor, I think that's just faction death. They might be able to just one push it.
Well, look once again. Look at the
Wait, Dunland's not dead. Dunl's not dead. I thought that was gonna die, like...
Oh,
I thought it was already
that's actually
dead.
heartbreaking for Good, because Good's gonna now... They're gonna... Oh, Cardinal on Arb? Oh, good pull by Evil Men, though.
Oh, yeah, good pull.
Great to see that. If that was me, I would have lost that Arb actually 10 seconds earlier. So...
Hellborn goes down
and
at...
Hellborn also goes down.
E-Halls.
Great Goblin lives as well.
314 HP, pretty far away. Oh, check this out. Franduel did get upgraded, by the way.
Oh my god. I love that. I love that. I love seeing a little bit of the off-meta stuff. He went Mirkwood mass upgrade and then full fund Gondor, who's being tripled. The Arbs are going south. Horus Arbs going south. Are Chris and Headcrash gonna follow him? Or is it just gonna be Horus? Druaith is maxed at the moment.
Oh,
it looks like
it's
just
not
gonna be Horus.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Horus. I don't see any movement on the other two Arbs.
I really want the other two to move though. Just get him out of the game.
There
it is. Chris is coming.
Chris is coming. Is Headcrash coming? Is Headcrash coming? No, Headcrash has not moved yet.
Who cares? You already got the Mass on it. Just trade Dole. Send 2. Take him out. Headcrash's Arb is staying though. But if Headcrash can distract 2, I mean, I guess it's good because they don't know what we know, which is that there are no Arbs south.
Yeah.
Although
maybe they're expecting Korea to like have changed their strategy. But
they did just see it. Okay, here's the Drew push. Let's see if it can do the work. This is the Drew push.
Oh yeah, this is the Drew push. There's not a lot of Misty Mountains mass here, so this is just off of EM mass.
But Symbol did just do a push onto Dole. He's low on mass himself, and this is a ton of Drew mass.
Yeah, this is a ton of Drew mass.
This is really scary. Do they have Flame Turret? The 5th hero of EM comes down, doing so much damage. Look at that thing, 2,000 HP. How's that balanced? Larry, how's that balanced? Exactly, you don't know how.
I don't know.
Exactly.
All right, it looks like Eric is going to go down, and Evil has not lost a ton of their mass cover here, so they might be able to continue this push onto the Helen, or maybe even land it. No, Evil Men just recalls out, not committing. I think they could have gotten at Helen that push if they just committed. I think their indecision is going to make these pushes a bit less efficient than they otherwise would be.
I think Edelon should have died. Although, once again, what did Good get?
Yeah, but nothing on card. I think some of the Eastern Rudar cannons.
They stripped a Dole and they took some of the preliminary Eastern Rudar cannons, and that's not a game-winning play. Who cares? Neither of those.
Oh, it looks like Horse is actually swapping over to Western Rudar. Wardens of the North are upgraded. He actually got the North Downs upgrade. That's interesting. God,
is even North Downs gas too?
I don't think it's gas.
I don't see any.
Not that I can tell.
I'm checking.
We would see probes otherwise.
They may have all died. You don't know. So, and now we've seen basically the world record, the 16-minute. Headcrash gets out. Beautiful. Oh, Horus. Shield and recall is my advice. Oh, he's just turning on a Durin. I think he actually may have been able to kill Durin there, but he does get out, which is nice.
Nice.
All right, so Dol Guldur does go down.
Evil playing pretty well here. Have they actually lost any heroes yet? I don't think so.
I don't think they have. Evil's playing a really nice game. Yeah, Merc is going to go down as well. Merc mass upgrade too, and that's a mass.
Wait, Scaffa was being upgraded this time, so that was a very greedy play, rotating as Misty Mountains while Scaffa's upgrading.
Well, for whatever reason, I think that they understand that the Koreans are not going to go for the full rotates here. But they're just going to play their 3 Arbs chilling at Western Rudar, because it's the most important spot in the game, clearly, and just go from there. Now, Horus is pinging Minhiriath, and he's also pinging Aaron Vorn. So I think he's going to want to buy... Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it's going to be
8,000, so
be
this is going to be a Yower upgrade. We're going to get supercharged Yower mass. Finally, Dunlin goes down. That was a full, 10 minutes later than it should have been.
That should have happened a long time ago. I really like this too from Headcrash going the Siege Masters first. I think that's an unexplored territory with Angmar. Although I do think if you're going full rotate, just doing Angmar itself is stronger. But there it is. Oh, they're ignoring Vorn. I think they're just going for Barrow.
They're going for Barrow, yeah.
I mean, you can kind of always collect Void, right? And Barrow is going to be a tougher push, especially if it is fully defended. The red Arb has moved. It's coming from far bad.
It looks like Barrow's just going to go down this push. Carlin doesn't even try, and Good's Arbs are out of position to defend the spawn.
There you go.
Yeah, the cannons to the south of Barrow Downs are a lot less dense than they actually look. It's a bit misleading. So that's a free Barrow Downs pickup, and this might be a free Aaron Vorn pickup as well, because any good Arbs will have to take the long way around with Minhiriath covering their back. Very effective double here by Evil. Meanwhile, Headcrash is just stalling down Good. Oops. I did not mean to ping that. It should be fine.
Oh, and Evil Men, the Cardalon, he's actually trying to defend this. He does get small glow.
But there's just not enough strength on Evil Men to really defend this. So it looks like Aaronborn is going to go down. Yep, he recalls out. He's not going to try it. And Argo has come here, but a bit too late. Not much he can do now that Cardalon's... Well, they still have 3 spawns left. They're not spawn dead yet. Yeah, with East...
Those are 2 of his gas spawns, though. He's feeling a lot weaker. I think he's just starting Tharbad gas. I don't think he has Last Bridge gas. And they're walking down to Londair. Oh my god, my camera. And Londair, I don't think has gas either. And Headcrash is actually
significantly weakened.
I do want to say, CCSW, with his double mass upgrades, he's taken a page from your book, Larry, has achieved a grand total of nothing this game, which is really bad when you've had all the resources invested into you and you're doing the double mass upgrades and Headcrash is rotating. I would expect Graham or Karn to at least
Graham
at least
should be dead. Karn should be stripped. I don't know what
even stripped.
Really hasn't been doing.
And Headcrash is making progress.
Yeah, a lot of progress.
He's rotating on the map.
And Chris is now up here just taking out North Downs. This is a lot of his mass. Okay, so it's actually, he hasn't actually gassed it, so it's not actually a lot of his mass. That's very interesting.
Oh, and that is a Goblin Town gas.
Is that a Goblin
We're
Town?
seeing a Goblin Town gas.
Let's see if we see High Fells, or not High Fells, High Pass here for Evil. The front porch.
A little bit of front porch action. Yes,
all right,
sir.
North Downs is going to go down here. It does secure raiding camp for Headcrash. Malvigil actually goes down. Headcrash living with 136 HP on Uvafa. No, it goes down to 70. He had mass there. I think Red could have traded that out, but he didn't, and that's so good for
the
Evil.
thing is Chris turned there and got Carthane down to sub 300, I think. So if Red had committed, it would have definitely been Carthane would have died, and potentially something else would have died as well.
Maybe.
And that's not worth.
And that would be Karsh as well for Headcrash.
Yeah, it's just it would not have been worth.
Yower is going to go down, by the way. It looks like Horus has not been defending it, and I don't think really it's the play to defend here. You know, you are Evil Men after all. You're not really supposed to be defending. So it looks like he's not going to get Fury of the Druidine. Austere, 96 HP. So many close calls these games.
Well, the thing with Yor as well is that it did its job, right?
Yeah. It did its job
it
and
got
then
them
some.
all the way to Lamadon. And Lamadon's still alive, and it is where a lot of Gondor's gas is. Gondor's strong in terms of heroes, but he doesn't have a lot of mass.
Yeah. Also, peak Elves actually did move his Arbiter down to Western Gondor, so finally, if Evil goes for its 3rd triple, finally the Koreans will be there to respond.
And that's why you needed to do that earlier.
It does actually leave Gladden pretty vulnerable, though.
Gladden and Cause, if they realize this, they should go for Cause here.
I don't know, a Cause push would be too slow. Argo would be able to move his Western Arb over to Cause, but that would also just force him to keep his Arb at Cause for the rest of the game, which leaves the West pretty vulnerable.
He's got 3 heroes, keep him moving. He's not really a threat. This Elves is weak. He's lost too much to small things. A Forest Shell's annoying, though. All the eggs are in the CCSW carry basket here.
Oh, yeah,
but
for sure.
With an uncontested Scappa, a crippled...
Also, Gladden's going down, as we can see. Nobody's here to really defend it. Only Symbol's Arb is here, and that's not enough to deal with this Misty Mountains ball.
Oh, Carthane is going to go down to turrets. No, he does not.
No. One turret shot away. One.
Oh, Durin
gets left.
Hello?
If the shield was not there, I think Durin would have died. For sure.
Durin would have died, but it's still losing the shield for free, basically. It's pretty big. Yeah. I really wish that Evil would just commit, and because they still have their Arbs south, I really want them just to kill one of these good factions. Kill Londair, kill Tharbad and Last Bridge, or just go run down Lamadon. Get one of these guys out of the
game. Smog dies to cannons. That's rough.
To the anti-air
That's rough. I think that's the first hero death on Evil this game.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, rough. That acceleration, you gotta always be careful. The acceleration can get your hero pretty easily killed, especially with such dense anti-air and normal cannons on Cause of Doom.
It has not lost this game, but it is looking dire.
It is looking very dire.
Oh my god, Vile Servitude is going up as we speak.
Vile Servitude! We're gonna see the front porch in action, boys!
It's happening. It's happening.
It buffs Great Goblin quite a lot, actually. It makes his pushing power very nice. And with Smog down, it will be a nice pickup because, honestly, Misty Mountains does not have a lot of hero buys. With Smog down, he can't actually get Palando. And I think his Naz are already out.
The best part about Vile Servitude, though, is that it buffs your basic Orc Mass.
Oh, yeah.
You get so much of those garbage
Your
cans.
fighters get 1 extra shot, which is insane. Cannon shot, I should specify. Which is actually, people just underestimate it significantly.
Yeah, well, that's huge. And Orcus Archers getting 2 damage is actually really important. Their mass that does 15, so going to 17 is really big, especially with the way armor works.
Yeah.
That's a huge damage increase on them. So it's a really strong ability. A rally.
Right. So we might be seeing Evil going for the triple after this. They want to kill Lamadon. I'm questioning the actual just strength of Rally in this situation with Eric already down. There's only 1 spawn in between Lamadon and Def. Mifflon is going to go down, it seems. Actually, no, Evilman does has ARP here, so if he comes to defend it, he might be able to chase off Chris.
Doesn't look like he's even trying.
He has moved his ARP, so he does acknowledge it, but it looks like he's not going to try for it. Grey Goblin is getting targeted down a little bit here, though. Yeah, a lot of the heroes of Misty Mountains getting pretty heavily banged up. This is a pretty bad crossfire angle.
He should be able to kill it here. Chris is playing it conservatively. I think
he recalls out, actually. It looks like they're just playing very safe, the Evil team. They're not going for the super high yield strats like finishing off Western Gondor early. They're just going for the safe plays, which may be smart in this case. I mean, they don't need to be making greedy plays yet. They are ahead after all.
They are ahead. But I want to see not even greed, just push themselves a bit more. Something like this where you actually manage to kill Fornos.
Yeah.
Because if they can just kill that key spawn, Mithlon should be dead right now. Fornos, if it dies, is huge. Remove Tharbad from the map, guys. It's got 1 cannon on it. Last bridge is half
looks like
HP.
they're changing target. Golden Bull does not go down. Very close there. I think if Warcry came in, Golden Bull might have gone down. That would be an extra auto or 2.
I just want to see Evil actually remove some of these factions in the game. Elves is 3 heroes and 2 spawns. Western Gondor is a lot of heroes, but
4 spawns.
Lamadon and Rally. Orthonk and
3 spawns plus Rally.
Right? It's like, and Orange is on 3 spawns, one of which is open. Like, and one's at half HP.
Both Ended Wife tribes actually come out for Horus. That's interesting. And Aaronborn, Huntmaster goes down. I think a medic might have died there. Possibly, I'm not sure. But Huntmaster, even for a medic, is very good for Evil.
Huntmaster for a medic is a great trade for Evil.
Was a medic taken out? Let's check. Looks like no, not even a medic. It was just Huntmaster for nothing. And the front porch has been upgraded.
It's here.
Now, let's see if they go for the real Chad move and actually gas the front porch. Really bad overall, but it's a fun gas.
It's fun, and you know, that's what matters. When your tournament life's on the line, fun is what you really are here for. I'm not sure how I feel about the double on Northern Enedwaith camp.
Yeah, I mean, they are probably going to get it this push unless Horus is here. I mean, Horus is just here healing. He's not actually contesting it. That's a lot of cannons.
Horus going for a recall. I'm not sure where.
Because he isn't contesting it. He's actually finishing off Liflon for Misty Mountains. That's a very... I would say that's a good play, honestly. Just trading that out for the guaranteed Liflon kill.
And Gondor here on this push. Gondor has one
Chris is moving in his ARB.
Chris could just
Symbol
win the game
has his ARB exposed in the front. Oh my god, he's gonna get it, he's gonna get it, he sees it. Chris, oh my god. No, Symbol loses his ARB.
And there's no other good ARB.
And Symbol's moving Captain to guard the Citadel through the entire Chris ball. Rip, oh my god. And Elves moved his ARB up from Ed Helen, so there's literally nothing defending Lamadon right now. So that's Max Lamadon and Rally just denied, completely denied. What a misplay. Frangel also goes down. Oh my god, what a turn of events. It's over. Okay, Morgan Meter does die. Evil MVP. Evil MVP.
He was clutching.
That's so rough. Symbol actually walks all the way over, but Symbol, I don't think he can actually take this fight. Hydra Hill dies. Rogash runs away. Earnier dies. Earnier dies. I don't think that was a single hero loss for Misty Mountains.
Chris
Oh my god!
GG!
GG!
Arugal calls it in outline chat. He says GG.
Wait, is that GG?
Simple with the heart? Yeah, yeah.
Holy crap, what a play. Chris losing no heroes there.
Wow.
Even with remember those are Smog dead. That was a dead Smog, still a full hero wipe with no losses.
Like
what a play.
You can't, everything was half HP and you target Rogash, you can't take that fight. Rogash isn't the damage in the hero fight. I don't know what he was thinking, but he goes from carrying game 1 to just exactly turning off his brain in game 2. And Simple might have just cost good the game.
Yeah.
Chris is coming back for round 3. Chris, make it stop. He only has cannons. Please.
Please stop. He's already dead.
He's already dead, Chris. He has a Marshal that's not even under his control. Okay, that's all.
Wait, Erner didn't even finish rally gas, so there's not even rallies. Oh my god, this is just complete domination. What a play from Chris. Well done from him. Great control.
All we need is for Head Crash to not throw the rest of the game.
Carlin goes down. Okay. This is just evil domination, all things considered.
This game was in Evil's control the whole way through, but they have just turned it up a notch. I mean, maybe there's a Hail Mary here if... See, I've seen Exodus play these games before, okay? This is an Exodus Arthadane game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is Exodus Arthadane on 2 spawns, one of which is about to die. Actually, no, 3 spawns. Very fair.
4 spawns. 4 spawns.
This is kind of like the problem with mass ups, is that once you die, like once you lose your faction spawns, you're basically just wasted all that money upgrading the mass. Well, that's like the main problem with Arthadane mass upgrades, because you're meant to die. So late game, like, what are you going to do with that money?
With Arth Carry 2 is that it's really hard for you to fully punish Angmar, unless they completely ignore you. So when Angmar, even if... Because I don't think Head Crash is actually going to be able to beat CCSW here in a fight.
Oh, Carpin gets body blocked by Durin. A bit of a team kill there. Body blocked by his own force field, no less. And Durin.
It's just, I don't see a way for Red to carry this game.
Yeah.
Not against the remnants of EM. He's only got 1 spawn, sure, but he's got a full hero ball. Oh, and it's happening in Evil Ost. Just throw
Evil Ost. Horror spies it. That's an interesting... I guess he does need a base, and he does need the base and anymore.
Honestly, he doesn't need the heroes.
Yeah, so actually, he is the best person to buy it. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I think it'd be fine.
Are they going to get the double Naz, though?
I think they're about to. I mean, they're killing Londair just for the money. That's just going to...
Oh, yeah, probably.
Good's just looking for a Hail Mary here on Angmar, but I don't see one unless Horus really does throw the entire game here. If he throws it away, sure.
At this point in the game, though, I feel like Evil with no heroes would be able to put up a bit of a fight, even.
I understand what you mean. Yeah, no hero Evil could fight this. I don't think they'd win.
And they call GG. They call GG.
GG.
Wow, what an explosive turn of events for the second game. CHeSS comes back into the game with a stunning upset.
Chris is the hero of game 2.
What a hero, what a hero. What a decisive hero battle. GG. Ooh, Daredwolf. Alright. Let's go on to game number 3. Hello everyone, this is the 3rd game in the CHeSS versus KRB series in the finals of the losers bracket of the Rise of the Witch King Winter Tournament. This is a 1-to-1 tied game. This will be our tiebreaker game. This is a very high stakes game. I'm joined by Explosive as my co-caster, and let's begin. We have the CHeSS team on Evil, and we have the Korean team on Good.
This is a hype game. We saw a domination out of CHeSS last time on Evil, and they won the coin flip.
Yep.
And they're doing the exact same thing. Loth at minute 0. Symbol's in place earlier this time, though. Is he going to recall? He is. I like that a lot.
All right, let's see if he... Oh, where's Adrahill? It looks like he missed the Adrahill recall. He's going to be a little bit late here then. And are they going again? He tries to actually freeze the mass for some reason, but they're just diving. Oh, this time they're actually killing the cannons first before the spawn. Is this going to be the difference here? Carlin has actually arrived too, but it's not enough, and they get the loft kill again for free. because Elves was not here again to defend it.
And a little bit of a mistake. The Adriel no recall lowers your damage output significantly. Elves is valuing Elven King's Halls over Lothlorien.
And also, Symbol using Acrimony on the mass there doesn't have it for the clear. Slowing down his clear as well.
Yeah. Oh no!
Arvalek dies at Karn Doom. I'm not even sure how that happened. Why was he up here this early in the game?
He was trying to counter it. He was doing an early clear. He was getting the turrets down. I was about to say how I like it, and then he just lost the hero, which is not good.
Rough. Alright, anyways, very quickly, we have Argyle on Arthedain, Evilman on Cardolin, CCSW on Elves, and Symbol on Western Gondor. We have Head Crash on Angmar, Horse on Evilman, and Chris on Misty Mountains. This is the roster for this game.
Things are off to a rough start for good already. Game's not over though, and one hero death is not the end of the world. Lothlorien dying early is meta at a certain point, so let's not say and act like this game's over. I have seen plenty of Angmar's throw to a -1 hero Arth, including myself, which is every endgame I play, so it's not over. Like, I think
it is not over. Arvalek, it's not the end of the game.
Like it. Exactly.
Even with lockdown, Arvalek down, it's still very playable for good.
Very playable, very playable. And that's something I like about Rise, is that the game is really not over until it's actually over. When you see those 5-for-0 trades, and losing one hero does not mean it's over, because, you know, skill issue, right? That's what always matters. Although, Witch King's level 4 at 3 minutes.
Oh, that's a little bit, that's an extra 20 damage per...
So that's pretty scary. I will say, clearing Lothlorien's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like you got the Killing Blow, because you get double XP for Killing Blows. When you double that for spawns, it's a huge amount.
Oh, is that true? I didn't.
Yeah, it actually is.
And that does look correct, because the rest of his heroes are level 3. So, Witch King getting turbo fed by the spawn kill on Lothlorien. I had no idea this was true. See, these are the important things, Larry, that you need to tell more people about, because now I'm gonna do some degenerate stuff to turbo level to 10 Witch King, as quickly as possible.
It's for cannon kills, spawn kills, mass kills, and hero kills. They all give different amounts of XP, but they're always doubled. So mass, when you get the Killing Blow, you get double XP, but you also get Killing Blows, double XP for heroes and spawns, and that's where it scales up. Also for cannons, so where you can, you want to not get kills with mass because of that.
I didn't actually know that. So, as I said, I'm going to do some Witch King speed runs to level 10 in the future. Evilman's just not using Austir at all, but Austir does have the armor upgrade.
Wait, he got tenacity early.
Which means he got an instant tenacity. Oh no, Carthane
goes down.
Rough. Why did they switch? CCSW was actually playing a really nice game, although Arugel did kind of have a rough Elves game, so maybe they're thinking that they just want to put Arugel on something a little simpler, but it seems to not be completely working. Evilman's not using Austir because he's just trying to get all of just a safer clear on these cannons, but having Austir around just to tank is beneficial. And then he gets XP too. I'm really surprised he's not even bringing Austir around.
I mean,
since he's full
remember
HP.
that tenacity also gives the extra 0.1 move speed on Minaglar. That might be why he got it.
That's true. I do find it interesting how the KRs value Thran up tenacity this early, whereas the meta in the West is definitely more about the power buys, Aust, things to that effect. But here comes the double on the left wing.
Strategic. Left Nui, Horus and Chris are down here. It looks like Head Crash has not come down though. He's just playing in the 1v1. And probably the right move given that he is now favored in the 1v1 in a 2v4 hero count.
Yeah. And already in adaptation, we have an Elves BC on Gondor.
Yep, Karsh does go down. GG. That's the game right there.
GG. It's over. I'm just going to put it in. It's over. I'm sorry. I need them to know.
It's over.
Evil MVP. So there's no Elf Arb in the West. Arth's covering Card and Card's covering Arth.
So while this is a fine setup for Arbs, it does mean any power triples on Arthedain will not be enough. Like Cardolin just coming to defend with Arth would not be enough to actually chase it off.
Oh, it feels so bad for Arth without arrows.
Like no arrows, no Karth. He is here to defend it, but it's just not enough.
Especially he's here to get XP. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
Like it's stopping the push, and a min dying that quickly is rough. Although Symbol is doing a much quicker Wayne Rider clear, and I do appreciate that. It seems like he's upped his game, and I do think CCSW is playing a nicer game.
Yeah, Horse does come in to deny the fast Wayne clear though. Also, very quick shout out to Argyle for paying Evil Min's taxi fee so that he can stay in the game. That's just the moral win right there. Like, even if Chess wins this game, KR won the game in our hearts. It looks like Headcrash is floating his ARB here, and it's gonna go down. I don't know what that was about.
Larry. And all of a sudden, I mean, despite Arugal's hero lackingness, I mean, he's now kept Headcrash in this 1v1.
Yeah.
Headcrash's other ARB is
all the way down at an ended wipe, and he's moving it back up. Requesting a Chris escort, it looks like. Actually, no. Chris is not escorting it. It's just going in dry.
Oh, Evil Men. Is he going to at least see it? I don't think he sees the ARB. I think they passed the night. So they could know, they could guess, but they're not actually aware that Headcrash is bringing his ARB back north. Headcrash really likes his Ace Ruin gas, and I know part of the reason he likes that is because Chess has clearly been playing a very rotational heavy game.
Yeah, so it's one of the safer
having Headcrash lose his ARB like that is rough for this. He's going like Ace Ruin safe, but going Ace Ruin in a game where you want to be rotating is fine, but in a game where you want to just be bashing your head into Earth, it's not super powerful that way. Another double onto Gondor. Once again, CCSW's there. A big change on the side of good here. I like it a lot.
They're actually responding to the double, so it looks like Western Gondor is not going to go faction dead like it did last game.
Yeah, and Arugal just asked for 2.3 grand. I'm not sure for what. There's another 200.
Another 200, yeah.
He only has, I think, one. Is that only? Nope, that's 2 gas in Fornos, so he could be going.
Looks like it. Yeah, he's moving on Malvagil. But this is a short window for Headcrash to siege down Western Gondor while Malvagil is not here, but it looks like he has not noticed it.
Here comes Tank again. 6,000 from Chris. Oh, Horse is not pulling the trigger though. Does he need more money, or is he just waiting for Chris? He's already shown.
He's waiting for Chris. This is a timing attack. We're seeing the timing attack here.
And they're going for Barrow again. They don't.
Yeah, Barrow again. The same play as last time, and there's no Elves ARB this time, so I think it's gonna go off for free again.
I think
Evilman does move his special transport over to defend, but it's probably not gonna be enough.
I think this is one of the best parts about Evil Min is, and I know a lot of people know this too, but it's not even the, Holder takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage, and Smog as well.
The tank's great, but the base just allows you to basically kill another EM.
Yeah, it's so good positionally.
It's amazing.
Like, it dies immediately, sure, but it does what it needs to do.
Exactly, and the thing is too, did Austere die? No, Austere has literally been AFK this entire game. I do not know what's up with that. He's too OP. He body blocks, I guess, so we're just not using it. Maybe he's not aware that XP is shared in the way that everyone gets the same amount. Oh, and Arth is here at Scath, though. Looks like they're trying to even remedy their mistake from last game by letting that go up, but I don't know if
look at this. All of the outer cannons have been stripped.
Yeah. Oh, but Horus is pinging North Downs. Is Horus coming on the way? He is. That's a Horus ARB.
Horus is going to go in for the double. And look at this. No ARB in the North at all. So if ARF recalls at all in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, he's bringing it back. He's bringing it back. And Horus seems to not be committing. He's pulling his ARB away. That's a mistake from Evil.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake. There is no elves to carry to cover this, so only Cardinal would come, and that would not be enough, especially with no Austere being used by Evil Men.
Why is Austere not being used?
He's just using it for mines on Thunderbat. You can see that huge minefield over there. And Horus tanks the entire minefield and just doesn't care.
The medics!
The medics! He loses 2 medics!
He lost all the medics! He killed all 3! He killed all 3 medics! Austere's level 3! Austere's level 3! He has
oh my god. Hellborn gets traded for Smog in the North, by the way.
Oh my god. Austere just
my god.
Medics. What's happening? Oh my god. This game all of a sudden is actually looking really decent for good. They're not doing that poorly.
Horus set back 3 medics. That's $6,000.
And Headcrash is down an ARB, and all of a sudden am I like, is this turning into Evil's favor?
Or you mean good?
Yeah, sorry. Is this turning into Good's favor? Like,
What
oh my
the heck
god.
was that? That's 6,000 minerals that just Horus is behind now. That took the entire like 8 minutes out of Evil's just momentum because they have to rebuy those medics.
Well, yeah, Horus is literally buying medics. He's only managed to rebuy one. At least for Horus, he does have core heal, so he can at least heal a little bit there. But
This is the biggest brain strat. Just AFK Austere and just make a minefield in some random place. And kill all of EM's medics.
Completely taken out of... the wind's been completely taken out of Evil's sails. I mean, where they are good, though, is that Card's hurting.
Oh yeah,
and
Card's
the fact
really
that he's
hurting.
not using... Despite the fact that Austere is hilarious.
Yeah, just like he's trying to contest these hero balls without Austere, and Austere is like a lot of your ability to contest hero balls. Like Gorkil may have possibly died there. Franduil goes in for a dive on Rogash, does actually get it, but Franduil does get traded out for it.
Oh my god.
Very greedy, very greedy. It looks like Chris was able to target in time, so it wasn't punished for it.
And this game is looking a little bit rougher from the side of Evil. CHeSS is not playing such a great game as they were last time. The Goblin Town gas is happening again. It looks like they're coming in here, pushing down onto Lond. Oh, and Austere is finally being used with the main ball. Let's go.
He is quite a bit under level though. So
he is. He's 2 levels down the majority of EM heroes, if not 3.
Yeah.
And you want to know something? That Horus pinged. He's gassing troll shaws, or at least he was gassing troll shaws. It seems he's stopped.
He has one gas in it. You can see Orcish archers.
He has one. I don't know why he stopped. He may have accidentally canceled his gas. He's not gassing anything else. But
I think it's unironically the play here. Just going for. Oh wait, we see Work Riders. Isn't that the second gas? Possibly, I forget.
That actually might be, yeah.
Horus diving for cannons here, trying to get a cargo hero, does not actually get one, so that's just a bunch of HP and mass loss for not much, but regardless, minor mistake, he comes back probably for a second push.
And Headcrash is sadly stuck in this 1v1, and the problem once again is Ace into Angmar, great for the rotates, but
Uva dies.
The 1v1, Uva dies, that's North Down's gas as well.
Malvagil does go down though, so that was a belay trade.
Yeah, I mean, and Troll Shaws is starting to get pushed. I would love to see him pop the Trolls by and High Fells right here. I think that would just make things so hard for Good.
I mean, he doesn't have that money though. He has to rebuy his medics.
He does have to rebuy the medics, and that's the genius of the Infinity Mines that we just saw at Tharbad. Maybe the best.
You can see that he's replenishing the Infinity Mine patch as well. But hopefully, Horus does not actually fall for that a second time.
If he does the same place too, I would die. I would.
Oh yeah, my stomach is weak from all the laughing.
It's just the whole time. Why, Larry, why do the mines auto-target?
I don't know.
Why,
it does it for every game as well. It's like something built into Blizzard. I have no idea why it does that. I've checked the code to get rid of it. I just don't know.
It's wonderful. That's wonderful. And Austere once again has been relegated to sit in the corner duty. He's doing nothing. So rest in peace. Now, the thing is, Headcrash taking down Malv like that, despite losing Uva, he still is a starting ball. And he's definitely still favored here in terms of hero power. Oh, Troll Shaws is finally getting taken down, though. They must have seen the gas. That's really impressive, actually, just to have noticed the fact that Ward Riders are spawning. Seeing the extra Cave Troll isn't enough just to immediately tip you off.
Yeah.
Captain of the Guard. Symbol seems to really like that. Rally was not grabbed this time, though. Halls finally does go down. Troll Shaws as well. Rest in peace.
Grabs Radagast, so these are a few power spikes for Good, and I'm not sure if he's getting the same power spikes.
Well, Horus really wants to take out these southern spawns, and I agree. If they can take out Lond and Aaron Voyn, that's a big cash influx that could really change the game here. The problem is that Chris is starting to get a little battered, and while he is trading, it does just feel a little hurtful to see her Misty only.
Oh, look at this. Chris is coming in for a double on Cardinal.
There we go.
But they might be able to actually snipe out Austere. He is just AFKing down here.
Austere's hiding.
Austere's hiding. He gets recalled out. Okay, he does notice. He doesn't give up Austere for free, even though he's still effectively dead.
I love that this Cardinal is so aware of Austere, but he just doesn't want to use him. It's a spite refusal. I love that. I love just the refusal to do it.
Ooh, it looks like the
Chris
trade
still
for
has an Asgore.
last bridge is not going to happen. Headcrash is chased away by Urgal. Even though he only has 2 heroes, you'd think that Headcrash could be pushing him more directly with
Headcrash, you do not
3
want to
heroes
take this
missing.
fight.
Yeah.
All of good is north here,
Yeah,
and it
all
is
of
going
good
to
is
be
north.
maxed on gas after this cycle. I think our good friend Horus needs some gas. Also,
Yeah, he's run out of spawns.
he's running out of spawns. A Litash here would actually be wonderful. I think
Yeah,
that's a fantastic buy in this
Lightash
kind
would
of
be a
game.
really nice buy here.
Also, I do want to mention, Elves Arb has left south. It is only
Oh, so
the
Chris
Gondor
will
Arb.
be able to go uncontested, but Symbol is here. Now, Symbol did lose the big hero fight last game to him, but remember that Chris is down a hero. Wait, is he down, 2 heroes? Where does
He's down 2
Smaug go?
heroes and no
Oh, wait,
Naz.
yeah, Smaug got traded
Smaug goes
on
for Celeborn, Rogash
Elves
goes
as
for
well.
Thran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Headcrash is not actually making progress fast enough. He should
really
be making a
not.
lot more progress on Arthedain, but he hasn't been.
And once again, that's the problem with the Ace into Aang. It's you just don't quite have that actual power to fight Arth, especially when Arth gets funded for lost health. You just don't quite have enough mass. Your individual mass is good, sure, but it's just not quite enough. And he does manage to get the cannon. And the thing is, though, he can take these big fights, especially if he has fear.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be that scared of Arth, especially in the open
Wait,
field.
that's a Watcher of the Hills. He actually gassed North down, so Headcrash can
did gas North
deny an
downs,
extra
yeah.
gas here. Eastern Rudar is going to go down, so Horse is probably going to be in the market for another spawn, but he's actually just rebuying his meta. I think this is his second medic. So he's finally rebought his second medic, which quite low.
Headcrash may have been able to actually grab Argalub there.
Yeah, that was a bit of a pathing for Argal, but he doesn't go for it.
Yeah, he may have been able to do it. Oh, the mines, not again.
The mines,
Again.
the mines. No, not the mines.
Okay, they're just hitting mass. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Chris
Naz
might be losing Gorkill here. Gorkill, no! Ausir finally gets used, and he, with that extra DPS, Evilman does net a hero kill there. That's pretty rough.
All of a sudden, Austir's looking so good. Probably wondering why I wasn't using him earlier. The best part, though, for Chris is that he still has Great Goblin, so his Goblin Town build is just going
Still
peachy.
okay, yeah, still pretty okay.
Yeah, still okay. This game has turned very good-sided after I think that mine hit was actually
I think it was the mine hit.
insane.
Like, Horus just became faction dead because he couldn't actually push.
He needed 6,000 minerals. He just needed to spend that time.
He should have been funded, to be honest.
Oh, for sure. The thing is, though, is that they might have not actually had the money.
Argleb is probably going down here. He has 420.
No charge?
Nice,
One charge?
HP. Yep, there we go. Arvidui coming out. Arguably an upgrade for Arthedain. We'll have to see, really.
The force field does matter, though, and that is a big threat thing. Oh, Horus's Arb north. Oh, Headcrash is already in position.
Where's
Really nice
Chris's
rotate.
Naz? I see a Witch Priest here.
It's a Dunabeth. So
wait, really?
hiding.
I literally. Oh my god, so hard to see her. Look at this. I had to look for a whole 10 seconds
there.
before I saw her. Right
She's
behind
there.
Gobbo King.
Yeah,
That's like a
he's
hidden
in-
passive,
yeah.
just like hard to see.
That's the best part about it, dude. Is impossible to see. All right, so Londair is going down. Cardalon's on 2 spawns, although they are both maxed. But this is some important money in the pockets of Evil, and this is
money's
going
gonna
to
be very
strong
important for Evil here.
push as well here. Remember,
No actual elf
Horus-
arb in the area. Looks like Evilman
Evilman's
is going to
Arb.
have to respond for this, but he might be losing his arb right here.
oh, the
not
trees
quite,
are too
not quite.
overpowered.
The
Can we please nerf
trees,
trees? Yeah, the trees, man. Now, something else I
Evilman
do want
will
to say.
rotate over to actually defend this push. Horus might be able to get maybe 2 more cannons before he has to run out. These cannons are pretty good for a defending faction to camp at.
I do want to say as well, Horus has not lost a hero yet, and Headcrash has only lost to Vatha, but has been trading really nicely. Headcrash,
but
despite
at the same
fact
time,
that
he's
Arth has
sieging
a lot of
so
mass,
slowly.
He is, but North Towns is going to die here.
Yeah, at the very least.
And he's in a position where a lot of the rest of good is actually pretty battered. This is a game that Angmar can carry. We need to see a little bit more. We need to see Cardalon dead, and we want to see maybe some more work on Gondor.
And it looks like Horus is actually coming in.
This is
to
good. I really
finish
like
off
this.
Fornos. No elf arb in the area. CCSW has his arb actually at last bridge, and he's not moving it yet.
There's
He has
no
not
arb in the
noticed.
area. Evil Menzarb
because he's actually going for Goblin
well.
Town, and Goblin Town is really vulnerable right now. They might actually be able to get it. It's max after
Chris
all.
just needs to sit on Goblin Town. He needs to do nothing else. He just needs to hold position, all of his mass on Goblin Town.
Yeah.
If he can just keep that alive while they kill Fornost, this game is so playable. Oh my god, Noldor Shields coming in.
Shields? Oh my gosh, yeah, look at those upgrade
the
sentry
recall
models.
out of Gondor. Evil is doing some nice stuff here, although an Ost is big. No double Naz is really
no double
painful
Naz.
for
That
Evil.
was actually a big deny then.
That is a big deny, and even if it does nothing else, just denying the double Naz is big. Gundagast
At the very least,
started.
LoTR and Palander are still available, but there are no actual evil arbs in the... Actually, no. Horse has his arb in the area, so he can grab Alatar and maybe Palando.
I want to see Dolgo Durgas.
Is it gonna happen? Headcrash doesn't have his arb there, so I feel like it would not be a good idea.
I want to put one in, right? Just put one in and
just bait the full response. But Good's going to kill at some point anyways.
Exactly, but just if you can do that now and kill that Forno space, allow for maybe Cardalon to finally actually die properly. Things like that. Game gets a lot easier.
Lord's coming out soon, by the way.
With only heroes. Still decent. Oh, a big push. Yeah, south.
Yeah,
that's a double. And that's only Gondor that can respond, right? I think so.
It looks like it. Yeah, there's no Elf Arb in the area. Elf is camping Arbs at Amon Sul and Mirkwood. So we might actually be seeing an Eric deck here as well.
Headcrash, I'm not
Ping
sure
and
where
Arb.
he is.
Yeah, Horse almost loses an Arb here.
Town. He's letting some early push onto Angmar. That's honestly okay in my eyes.
The Captain of the Guard might be going down here. He is at the front after all, but no, he is not going to go down.
Not low enough.
Looks like Chris is zoning while Horse sieges. They might be
They don't have quite enough mass.
They're not committing. They're not committing.
They just don't have quite enough mass, but they have opened it up. They have opened it up. Central camp goes down though, which is annoying. Oh,
a little bit rough. Horse is onto very few spawns now.
No, Horse. No, don't go left. Don't go left.
No, the medic. Stop it. The war crimes.
I was worried there for a sec though.
Yeah, it was only 4. It was only 4. There's no way it actually died to that.
Oh.
Horse might be signaling a dull gas. Let's see.
If they can... Oh, think about it. You do a big push on Merc. CCSW's not too strong. He's only 4 heroes here. He's 5. He's 5 heroes. He did get Cure down. But if you could maybe get a big push there... Iwindale
with a Noldor shield. Galadriel also with a Noldor shield. Looks like CCSW is gonna be... Glorfindel almost goes down. Not quite though.
I'd like to see a big counter push here, actually, from Evil onto Mirkwood. If you could infest Merc, go Dole, that's not a bad, actually, counterplay here. Get some gas back into the game. I still want to see Litash, though. I think Horse should
I feel like Horse does need a spawn. Definitely. I don't know which spawn would be best for him. Yeah. Probably
I think it's
Litash.
North is pretty much untouched outside of Goblin Town and Scaffold.
Fornos might be more significant because you can't get the hero, but I don't know if they're going to get Fornos fast enough for that to be relevant.
If they can kill Fornos and immediately buy it, that removes a lot of cannons and could lead to a big push on red. We need to see if they decide that that's worth it. I think Litash would have been better if they had actually done it
earlier.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but now it's a bit too late for it to really pay for itself.
It could still work. It could still work. It's going to be safe enough. It's just not going to be as tempo as it would have been.
Yeah.
Here's the other double onto Fornost.
But Evilman has his ARB here, so even though there is no Elves ARB here, CCSW has not been moving his ARB this game, even though it's in the relative area.
Just staying at Irland Soul. Are we going to see a Fear from the Witch King? Oh,
huge orb. That's half of the mass HP gone for the good factions. Luckily, Lossoff is here to kind of offset it. Ossier is a little bit low. Morgamir is also low. Halder low. Every hero here is getting quite low. Arvidui being chased off. Chiefs with the Lossoff getting quite low. Els flanks in, but does not get any crash heroes, so that could have ended a lot worse for Evil there.
Is the catapult on gas 6, Larry? On
yeah, it's on gas 6.
Okay, then Lords are out. And Tharbad's being stripped. Lords are out though for Arth.
Yeah, Lords are out, but let's see how long they can really last to make a difference here. You really need to stack at least like 3 or 4 before they actually become relevant.
Lossoth Chief is fully leveled. Symbol. Oh, Captain of the Guard is going to go down.
Captain of the Guard is going to go down at Enedwife. It looks like Horus did not even lose a lot of HP for that. Looks like a double on Enedwife. Horus might be able to... It's not really. Carlin is fully leveled. I don't really think this will work out.
Horus can hold this. They should not be able to kill Ened here.
Probably.
At least Horus can make them pay. In fact, if I was Horus, if he could actually take a really big trade here, it might be worth it.
Kieran buys Mithrandir, so it looks like CCSW is going to be the late game carry instead of Western Gondor.
They've decided it's going to be an Elves carry here. He's pretty untouched, actually.
A return knowledge here would actually be pretty strong.
Oh my god,
solidify the middle.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Steel Knowledge would really be worth it for Carlin though. No. They do have their full. Oh, look at that AOE destroying a lot of the tier 2 range mass. CCSW comes in for the flank, but it looks like Evil again runs away without much. Oh, I say that 2 of Headcrash's medics are left behind.
No,
the War Crimes.
Losing to War Crimes.
No. An extra medic. So many medics are dying for Evil this game.
Here's the thing, though. As I said,
LoTR gets spawn instead of a spawn, so it looks like Horus is just foregoing spawns this game.
Horus is playing Rat, and
he's playing
his
Rat.
North can defend. They've got their full spawn. Like, they just have mass. They don't have good mass, but their North just has bad mass and a lot of it. And Good has lost enough spawns that it might be hard for them to just easily push into that.
I mean, Goblin Town is fully upgraded and it might be dying soon, as well as Ettenmore's actually. So
Horus,
I don't know. Chris went for the greedy gases while rotating, and he might be being punished for that.
Ace Ruin is starting to take some damage, though. I feel like Evil is looking to be on a little bit of a timer. Horus is going for the flank onto this Gondor. Is he going to get anything? He goes for the recall. Is he going to try for the ARB? Nope, just
no, he's not going for the ARB. He's just going for the heroes.
Super simple. Pushing onto Ace Ruin here as well. Head Crash, once again, he has not lost a thing this game other than Uvatha.
And that was a trade, basically.
And it was a trade. I'm surprised they haven't even tried to fund him a little bit more. Doesn't he have his second ARB south? Where is his second ARB? I can't even...
Did he lose his second ARB? There's no way, right?
ARB? I don't remember seeing it. He lost it early on. Oh, yeah, he did. What am I saying? Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait,
I'm a stupid idiot. Yes, thank you. And
it looks
once again,
like
I mean, Good might be losing
to...
I mean, not Good, sorry, but Evil might be losing to not just rebuying an ARB. On the factions that need to be making the tempo plays, buy that ARB. It's so important.
Looking at this, we have a double on Fornos. There are 3 good factions here. Hualdar almost dies there. CCSW, although a little bit slow earlier on in the game, has been responding very rapidly to these pushes. I think one of the better plays for Evil now is to just let Fornos live for now and have Horus go in for the spawn snipe when
Horus can take this fight if he just moves Hualdar back, but he's too scared.
Yeah.
He's just worried about Hualdar, but he can take that fight.
So he's on no mass now.
As an EM player, when you have this ball right here and Hualdar's low, put Hualdar in the corner and go click on a hero and it will die. A dive onto Ruin, he's not clearing the cannons.
Arvidui goes down, that's most of our strength is down now.
Ace Ruin.
But Ace Ruin does go down, and that was fully maxed. Amar Plains is actually being upgraded. Maybe Karn Doom was the play here.
Well,
but hindsight is 2020.
This is the final gas on Max Angmar, and we know what a Max Angmar can do. That is Mountain Giants, and Mountain Giant training is coming out after the spawn cycle.
Yeah, and that is a shared upgrade.
And I do like using these EM buys. This is something that should be done more. Very powerful, just getting that army. Let's see where he throws it. Tharbad's dead. I would
actually running
like to
north.
See that Eric, but it looks like they're really trying just to kill Fornost.
Yeah, but Elves has been very consistent with their
Elves
defense.
Is there. Exactly, it's just running into a brick wall again. Like, you've tried this before, at least have someone go Lossoff or split it up. Goblin Town's gonna die for this mistake, and it's starting to feel a
lot
little
of mass
bit
for Misty Mountains denied. And Amors is very close to death, and Amors is also maxed. So Gunda will take quite a while to mature if everything else dies.
Oh, Hualdar with the shield.
Hualdar dies, but Lord does get traded for. They might get Adderhill for their trouble. Head Crash actually coming in from the north. Yeah, even if they recall here, Adderhill doesn't go down. 242 HP.
Brutal.
Brutal.
He never went Vile Servitude.
So at the very least, yeah, the Vile Servitude money does not get denied at the very least.
Yeah, which is a shame. High pass would have been good. Oh,
so Horus actually going for Mythlon. This is probably the right play here, but he has to be pretty careful with his heroes. There's a lot of cannons firing here.
No, he's got it. He's got it. And at least they're finally taking down one of these max spawn that's spawning
quite a lot.
Invested in mass too.
Yeah, invested in. There are Noldor shields up. And it looks like another frontal assault on Fornos. This time Elv is not here. He's going for Ugalai. That might be a costly mistake.
Cardalon's on Edmore's as well.
Yeah, so it looks like with nobody here to defend, Fornos is going to fall here.
Horus, you can take these fights, Horus. You just got to be confident in yourself. You're so strong.
Oh, Fornos lives with 300 HP as
300.
well.
Oh no.
What a rough one. That's gonna give Argyle another 2-ish cycles of mass. That might be pretty significant. That gives him more tempo going into the 15-minute mark, I would say.
Horus just needs to take a little bit more of these fights. He's way stronger than he thinks he is, and Gondor now he's pretty much max gassed.
Yeah, he's out of the gas actually. There's just Orphank left.
Is Eisen gassed? Yeah, there's just Orthanc and Gladden.
I guess Rally could be a play here, but with plenty of extra arbs left, that might not be the play. Good has moved all of their arbs away from Western Gondor here. So a double on Western Gondor would be punishable, or would not be easily punishable by Good.
Dolgas is starting.
Dolgas is starting.
They're not upgrading Karn. They're not upgrading Graham. They're saying, whatever, we have Max Aang.
Yeah,
we're going to just try to do both of the power spawns. See what can
Elves
happen.
going to defend this? It looks like it's not going to. Ugalai rods do go down, so it looks like Misty Mountains is not going to go. All right, finally.
It's okay, but it's feeling rough here for Evil. It's feeling rough. It is not over though. They have the hero power to make things happen. If they can buy Headcrash a second ARB, I would be feeling a lot better about their situation.
Headcrash might be able to snipe one of these transports. CCSW has been hanging his ARB pretty vulnerably, but Headcrash has not actually spotted it. Oh, looks like Horus is going to go for the rat play, but Symbol is in the area to defend this. Is Khan going to go down? 124 HP? No, but he gets recalled very close by.
See, what I would love for Horus to do is just immediately recall back. You have nothing else to do. You don't have to wait for Khan to full heal. Just recall back, kill Eric. There's also a Symbol medic just chilling at Eric. He did not recall it. That could be a nice little 1-2 punch there for Horus.
Wait, did Austere die a while ago?
Not to my knowledge.
Is he AFK in Austere again? There's no way.
I can't see where, though.
Wait, did he die? I feel like he died then, because I can't see where he's being AFK.
I don't remember seeing it happen, but
yeah.
Memory is shoddy at this point.
Yeah, it's getting quite late. And it looks like it's going to be Turtle North. There are no actual evil spawns outside of the north, but there are still evil arbs scattered around. We have one at Wayne Rider, one at Pinnacle that's going in for another rotate, and more in the north. Wait, I seem to recall that Horus actually lost an arb at Eastern Rudar, or was that last game?
That was last game.
That was last game, okay.
The thing, Austere Lossoff? Oh yeah, there he is.
Oh, there he is. You cut out for a second there?
I didn't even finish my thought.
Oh, okay. Okay, we see a triple here on Karn Doom. Elves, Arfadane, and Cardalin up here at Karn Doom, pressuring the spawn. Leftmost outer cannons have been stripped, but it looks like Elves has recall to defend Mirkwood. I think Good is actually matching the evil players here very well, and with the outer Amark spawns going down soon, they're going to be left on only Plains, Gunda, and Dol Guldur, which is actually pretty risky for evil. It looked like evil was actually on the had the advantage for a while here, but with evil reduced to only these spawns.
Just turn. Headcrash, you win this.
Oh no!
Really wish.
So much mass going to waste. Oh, he could have gotten like a hero kill on Western Gondor here. There, he got a full surround.
Evil is worried because they're losing and they don't want to go for the play.
Yeah, they aren't going for anything risky, but they've lost momentum because of it. Orchestrating Camp is going to go down and feed Good 500 minerals, and Western Gondor is rebuilding in Gladden. Elves is still going relatively strong. Arfadane has the Sanctuary Gas in Anuminas, has Evanim, has Lossoff. I think Evil has lost their momentum unless they can force a decisive hero wipe. I don't know.
It's just like that fight there. Even if Kumul was low, and if Kumul dies, Headcrash has the DPS. He could have killed one,
Chris going in
2,
for a
even
rotate on
3.
Eric, by the way.
Oh, he is. That needs to die. Eric needs
Yeah, it really
to
needs to
die.
die. But Horus is
Yamagon
not
needs
there
die
to
as
back
well.
him up because the special transport is actually really damaged. It looks like he's not trying to risk it.
Spare. Oh, is Chris just going for the rat?
Oh, is he gonna go for the rat?
Just going for the spawn. Forces Symbol to recall at least, which is something.
Yeah, but Symbol actually can deal with him. I think Horus has to come with him if they want Eric dead.
Oh, Dole's starting to get pushed
Yeah,
too.
Dole's being pushed, and with no head crash arb in the area, it falls on only Horus to actually defend this. I don't know an actual path for Evil here. Good has been, although their early game was a bit weak, they've actually managed to stabilize, and they're doing pretty fine now. Evil has lost a lot of momentum.
I can't believe that medic play changed the entire game.
Yeah, it did.
That's
really
that's
did.
a tilting way to lose. That's a unbelievably upsetting way to lose. Like, you're playing a good start and then you push into Tharbad and just die.
Oh, it's rough.
Brutal.
And yeah,
It's
Horus is stuck
brutal.
defending Dol Guldur, and he's putting up a good fight, but there's a lot of heroes converging on his location. Oh, Adderhill is going to get sniped. Very good play there. Moot Lord does get reduced to half HP, so he has to be a little bit careful with Moot there. Is Chris using this opportunity to go for Eric? No, he's not. Chris is actually having to defend up north, it looks like. Actually, no, he's actually pushing out Gladden. He might be getting it. Gobble King getting very targeted. Aduna Beth not being able. Yeah, I think the play there really was to get the cannons first and then leave it for later. Misty Mountains just did not have the actual DPS for it. Looks like Horus is going for a cheeky poke on Gandalf. Not going down though. And yeah, now Evil's situation is very sticky because they can't afford to leave their spawns too much. They're down to only their core spawns.
And once again, this all stems from the fact that Headcrash can't rotate, and he went for a rotate focus build as well. Like, the medics is like the obvious hype play, but just no ability for Headcrash to play his game. And if you can't do that, and you don't even try to rebuild it, I'm not even sure where Headcrash's money was going this game. Does he have mass upgrades? He doesn't. Like, I'm not sure what he was buying.
Oh, looks like a drop on Karn Doom, and CCSW is going to go for the micro fight. Kamul is going to go down there. And it looks like CCSW, he recalls out. That's good. Oh, huge hero loss for Evil. Evil cannot be
being pushed
losing heroes here. They really cannot afford that. And Dol Guldur is being pushed while Evil is forced to triple. This is an overcommitment here, using 3 factions to chase away 2 with cannon cover. I don't know if actually staying here on Dol Guldur is even worth it. I think Horus needs to get a lot of high impact hero kills. PP, he says. Are we doing it? Alright, sure. Wait a second. PP does mean bathroom break. Gunna, you lied to me.
No, PP means please pause.
No, it means bathroom break. He literally says...
no, it means please pause, and then he's using it to go to the bathroom.
I mean, when do you see PP be used and it's not for bathroom breaks? Like, 90% of cases for bathroom breaks. Come on. Alright, let's wait a... Oh, crap.
Cute boy MVP? Yeah, no, this game...
I'm back. I just disconnected for a quick second there. My router's been having issues lately, but anyways. Yeah, now we're waiting. For a minute for bathroom break. But come on, like, in 90% of cases, PP is for a bathroom break. So, like,
yeah,
it's... Why make that distinction at that point? Why not just say PP is for PPing?
Because...
Are you criticizing the Koreans and the way they say it?
I thought it was just a universal term, not just for the Koreans.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Okay, but it's basically synonymous. Like, come on, when it's 90% of the time, why even make the differentiation? Almost got burst. I don't know what that means. Let's not think about it too hard. All right, they're ready. All right.
Are they?
Unpause. 5, 4. Wait, Chris, is it just you or all of you? All right, they're all okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resume. All right, back into the game. From that break, we kind of just had a quick moment to unpack our thoughts. I think Evil does not have a clear path to victory now that they're stuck on their inners. Even though Good kind of took a beating, the miners have recovered and Elves did not lose enough. Mirkwood is still alive after all, and it's actually maxed, so that's giving CCSW a ton of power. And it's actually one of his only 2 spawns.
Crash is finally buying his second arm.
He bought his second arm. That could be the game-turning move, but they're going to need a way out of the north because they might be trading a spawn here. It looks like OJ is actually recalling out to only Mass, the Mountain Giant, which is too strong for him. And Horus is actually going in with some mass support from Chris for Austin and Heal. They almost got Negotiate off, so if they can kill this right now before the Negotiate cannons come out... but they can't. That's going to slow down a little bit. Did I just see a medic go down there, by the way? Horus is only on 1 medic, so I think he actually lost a medic later on because I saw a second medic be bought. Meanwhile, Chris Arb doesn't get taken out. Core Hill, Artigor, ooh, that could have been bad for Horus. Horus's heal rate, even though he has such a massive hero ball, his heal rate is so pathetically low, and that's really rough.
1 medic for...
Like, the medics are unironically hurting him so much, and they're finding Horus. It looks like they might be going for a spawn.
Maybe just Retash.
He might be going... Is he going to go Reedwater? He can also get Aaronborn, he can get Leftnui, he can get Fishing Camp. I don't know if any of those are to play. Really, just like... Callan's even worse, Orphank is even worse. There are not a lot of good buys for him right now. Maybe Fornos. I think that might be to play, but he also... It's just too exposed. It just kind of dies because Evil can't really spare the Arbs for the late game. Meanwhile, Aragian is actually being upgraded, so they want to be killing Austin the Hill as fast as they can. Arnarf actually comes out for Argyle, though. And Horus is going up. Horus, where is he going? Yeah.
Is he going for Anuminos?
I mean, I guess he can do it. The cannons here are pretty not that dense, which is good for hero-only pushing, but... I'm a bit confused.
Too bad.
I mean, at the very least for him, Good is probably not going to actually find his arc
Especially
here.
since Fornos is dead. I mean, it's a decent spawn to kill.
Yeah, I guess. Glorf is pretty low, so Headcrash might be able to find an opening here. Gandalf is almost going to go down, but Morgamir, 111 HP. He does not get taken out. Ooh, that was very close for Headcrash. But look at this. No, he gets aggroed by the OJ heroes. Oh. Chris has Great Goblin in the back, just not doing much. I don't know. Oh, because Juna's still with his ball, chasing down Kuranir. Is Kuranir going to go down here? 265? Have they found Aduna? They have not found Aduna. And changing targets to Ernir, but not enough DPS, so that's going to be it. Horus and Headcrash are dual pushing Lost off, but this is a full frontal assault into cannons and 2 hero balls. I don't know if that was worth it.
I think the writing's on the wall here. But they're going to fight it out, and I respect that.
Horus has money, though, so I don't know what he's about to buy. Can he buy Coldfell's? No, Hualdar died. Oh, that's why he didn't get Fornos, because Hualdar died.
Yeah, Hualdar's dead. He can't
he's dead.
A lot of these northern bases.
So his only real options are down here. Are we going to see like a full migration? Oh yeah, Dol Guldur died a while ago, by the way, and it looks like they're going to give up Karn Doom. They just don't have the power for it. Headcrash has bled a few heroes. Few too many.
They can fight this. They can fight this. The flank
with Horus reinforcements. Horus reinforcements will give them the opening.
Gondor and Card are looking for a
Firdan has his 7th level, so that means he has an extra Noldor shield to give away. Let's see who he gives it to. Frimgar eliminating all of this mass. For Evil, mass is a precious resource. They have to be very careful with it. And just giving up like this is rough.
Horus is 2 arbs south. He's trying to push Anuminos, which is what I thought, but now he's 2 arbs south.
Yeah, and also for Horus, HP is a valuable resource. Remember, he only has 1 medic.
Once again, he's so lucky he rolled Coral. If he had any other Naz in this game,
he would be a unhappy camper.
Yeah. Now,
Evil Minstrel transport gets destroyed. That's the northern transport, so that means if Good just full focuses if they full focus the north, they might actually just die before they win the game. No. Oh my god, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. They were doing so well in the early game, but they just lost their momentum. Amar's about to go down. There's nobody here to actually contest it. Only Witch King's alive for Amar. EM is away. Amar goes down. Glorfindel escaping with 1 pixel of HP, 24 life. At the very least, it does look like Eric is going to go down. Maybe they can get Dunharrowed out here, maybe.
I don't know how much it matters, Larry. They're on 1 spawn. Evil has 1 spawn to clutch up. And while it's a good spawn, they have no way to get their strongest
both of his ARBs stuck in the north. He hasn't actually managed to rotate out his ARBs. So that's 7,000 minerals just going to waste, basically. And Horus needs to buy a spawn ASAP, or the evil team is just going to be eliminated.
Yeah.
I think if they get hero kills here, they have a chance, but I don't think that's happening. Where's Horus? Where's he buying? Okay, he's going to buy Reed Water, but I think Headcrash is trapped here. Has he managed to smuggle out an ARB? Okay, yes he has. Gala kind of low
just like
here.
Last game, Larry. This was just like last game. It's even if they kill every single good hero, I think Good outmasses and can win.
Oh yeah,
and I'm serious about that.
But he can probably delay a Gundabad. He is gassing Reed Water, so he's not actually rebuying the medic, probably because they need to be buying spawns to just buy as much time as possible. Darbag can't be bought. I think Oz is pretty vulnerable, but there are ARBs actually camping it.
There you go.
Look at this ARB cover though. Like, there's not much. There's not much. Now Gundabad is gonna go down, and Aaron is alive, so he can buy Gundabad for a huge impact spawn. Oh, Amon Lahat died at some point, so if they can get Marshall, maybe they can go for Orphank, Kalinardhan.
Headcrash is on the run. He's a fugitive with both of his ARBs getting chased down by the lawmakers of good. Dude, this Durin guy's ready to slap. That's
it looks like Symbol is going to go in for an intercept. Where is Horus going? What can he really do? What's left for him to do? He can maybe grab Os, maybe deny Eregion.
Once again, as I said, there's
Headcrash is trying to escape, but he's trapped. He's completely trapped. He did not move his ARB out ahead of time. So this might just be him. This might be the end of Headcrash. He's stuck. No! No! Headcrash, run! Run! He goes into the place like no! That's Amar eliminated from the game. He did not move his ARB out in time. Because it really was trapped. They were completely enveloped by good here.
And here it comes, the Doom push. He's looking to do something on Illuminas, but...
Chris is gonna lose his ARB here. Or not. But no punish here. No punish on the dive.
Horus is too busy microing at Illuminas. He's looking for something. He does get the ARB,
He does get the ARB, but he's gonna not lose Khan, actually. So he's still getting in good value. He's getting in good value, but it's not enough.
When you have 1 spawn left, it's just not enough. And oh my god.
How much money does Evil still have? Khan dies. Rip. And
we even have
this is converging all 4 good factions on Reed Water. This is basically playing for moral wins. Yeah, Reed Water is starting to be focused down. There's no way anymore. Gladriel goes down, moral win. But Reed Water, GG.
GG.
Right as Great Goblin dies. Oh, what a tight series. What a close game that was. I think that was just a good highlight of just how Evil can really lose their momentum. What a play. What a game. Darodwolf. GG. The finals winner for the losers bracket is the KRB team. What a close set of matches. GG.
Wow.
Sad right
Team
now.
CHeSS has been eliminated.